Hold up. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the stream. Hope y'all are doing good. I just need to make sure everything is all right. I had to change like a lot of settings. I think my Twitch as well. One sec. Just need to double check one quick thing, cause I kept on receiving copyright claims from Twitch. Shut up. Why is my VOD not active? Is my VOD just completely disabled? Wait, actually, my VOD might actually be just entirely disabled. Let me just double check this. Like, I don't know, like, ever since I set up the OBS again, like, every time I'm, like, doing things, after I had to reset my Windows, like, things are just, like, screwing up. Let me open up Twitch. I haven't even opened my dashboard in months. Let me see. Video production. This VOD is unpublished. Why is it unpublished? Storage is full. Can I see the VOD? Publish the VOD. Yes. Is the VOD published? Can I see it now? I can't. Bro, the VOD is just black. What? Am I even gonna be able to see this? I don't know. Anyways, how you doing, Sushin? Welcome. Hi, Bunny. Anyways, oh my god, I'm hearing myself. Sorry about that. Hi, how you doing, Mazzy? Welcome, everybody to the stream. Hope y'all are doing good today. It doesn't seem like anything is working. So I'm just gonna take a look at that later because everything is like buggy. I don't know, it's with Twitch. Twitch is so weird. There's like always some weird issues with Twitch. And I had like problems with just generally getting this set up, like making sure that the audio is split. So basically what I'm talking about is that I'm playing audio through Spotify, like music through Spotify, and to avoid copyright claims on YouTube and Twitch, I basically remove it from the videos. And for some reason, like adjusting it, like the Twitch, it used to be really easy, but I had to do some clunky bullshit because I'm doing the multi-streaming thingy. So I tried to sort it out, and I think it's sorted out, but like my VOD just now is just, it doesn't really, it exists, but I can't watch it. It says it exists for 11 minutes, but it's just like completely black screen. So I don't know. As long as y'all can see the streams, let me actually just double check. Like as long as everybody can see the streams, we should be good. We should honestly be good. We have a lot of things to look at. It's soon Christmas. Big time. I am probably gonna be a lot gone this holiday. I don't know when I'll be able to squeeze in a stream. There will be times I'll just head back home real quick to basically just like get stuff and check on things and go to the gym and stuff like that. So there will be times I'll come back and maybe I'll try to squeeze in a stream here and there, but I'm thinking that I'll be I wanted to squeeze in the stream now because it's getting kind of tight with everything, and even though the haul is coming up, I'll probably be live on Saturday, and then after that it's going to be really volatile. One sec, let me just double check. Does the audio work on YouTube? Yeah, okay, perfect. Everything worked fine. I had to do like some adjustments with everything as well, so it's just like everything's a little bit odd. Everything's a little bit odd right now. Maybe the audio is a little bit loud. Let me reduce the music a bit there so we can get into things. Hope y'all are doing good. We have quite a few videos to look at today. I have some funny ones. I saw like a video from Kenji. I saw like Iron Master, some the award drama explained in 3 minutes. I'll maybe look at that. I saw some funny other videos as well that I want to take a look at. Check out Lazy, definitely, and take a look at Fleekasoid, and take a look at some other random YouTuber I've never watched before. Also, I like that Rebel dude that we reacted to for quite a while ago, like last week or something, 2 weeks ago. I don't remember when we reacted to him, but he was pretty funny. I liked his humor, so we're probably going to watch another video. I saw like in my recommendation, there was another video that came up. So we're going to give that a shot. Hi, how you doing, Washington? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Let me just change the playlist real quick. I need to update my like Nintendo playlist. I need sometimes just like some good background music. Holy shit. I was watching a little bit of a streamer, and he had this old school like 90s, 80s, like 2000 just R&B, and it was just all so just an absolute vibe. I need to make a playlist like that. I feel like I make too many playlists. I do. I've been like trying to, I haven't really adjusted like that many playlists recently, but I haven't really like made any new for a while. I've tried to adjust some because like some of them just get like a little bit overwhelming. what they have, where it kind of like sparates outside of what it's intended to be. But at some points I just feel like, how many versions of a playlist can I have? Oh yeah, I need to, did I put that video in? No, I don't even know how many videos we'll be checking out today. I'm not sure exactly how long I'll be live today, but we'll just go through a few bits and bits. And I kind of want to go through a couple videos today, not yet like too much. We have a little bit of quiet start as well, as we can see. I bet everybody's just chilling out, vibing. And I know that a lot of people is definitely going to be busy right around this time, because like it's getting close to the holiday. Everybody's exhausted with work, and at the same time everybody's preparing himself for everything that's going to come on. So most people are really busy. So I think it's the perfect time and to just get through a couple of videos. So I have enough like stored up. I've tried to get like the YouTube going pretty well and the TikTok going pretty well, which I'm pretty happy about. I'm very, very happy about how things have gone, and I'm hopefully I can squeeze in enough time. I think that the conversation I had with y'all like last stream about like how often I stream and stuff like that, where it's like 1 to 2 streams is enough, was great. Because then if I have the chance, I'll put like one day instead where I think I can stream, just to focus on videos and stuff like that. Hi Chari, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Welcome. So I've tried to, like yesterday for example was the day I could stream, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to take the time to just prepare videos and stuff like that. And I think I need to do a little bit more. I need to, hopefully I'll have another day. I'm going to leave tomorrow. I have to travel tomorrow morning very early. And I need to do some Christmas shopping as well, like while I'm gone. So I'm not probably back home until like Friday night, maybe Saturday. And then hopefully I'll squeeze in a stream on Saturday, and I know I'm leaving on Sunday again. So I don't know. I don't know how long I'll stream on Saturday, but I really need to take some time just to prepare like stuff like there for Saturday as well. But it seems to be going well. I don't know what's with YouTube and videos, but they don't really like to push them. But they really like to push my shorts, which is pretty nice. The shorts have been doing pretty well, which is nice, and they're much more fun and easier to make as well, to be honest. It's a way, in some way they are, in some other way they're not, but like it's a lot easier to take one video and make like a bunch of shorts than compared to like looking at like a bunch of videos, because it takes so much time. But yeah. Holy. I kind of want to take a quick look at what I want to start with. I don't know what I want to start with actually. This Iron Mouse video is just 3 minutes. I mean, I could take a look at this drama thing and then just avoid all the drama and then go to funny and discussion videos right away. I saw like this video, death of Airbnb. Is Airbnb shit? You know what? I've used Airbnb once and it was ass. Because like I used Airbnb once in London. And I didn't even order it. It was my sister that ordered it. And this thing was, I had like this issue with spiders there. Like I swear to God, I got in, bro. There was like, I saw like the first day, like 11 spiders everywhere. Like they were everywhere. They were in cupboards. They were like in the walls. They were like in the, like on the ceiling. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And I was like, this is annoying. So next day we asked about it, and like they gave like a vacuum cleaner to vacuum ourselves, like me vacuum myself, the spiders. And like every fucking day there was like so many spiders. It's like, okay, this is my first Airbnb set, like feeling, like experience, and this was kind of shit. I'm never gonna do that again. Did you check out the videos? I did take a look at the video suggestion. There wasn't that many videos that I wanted to look at. Some of them were too long. And some of them I didn't really understand. Like I don't, for example, I saw this video, Sushin, from another creator that I've never seen before, Social Simone. Angel tree shopping has turned into Christmas drama. I don't even know what angel trees are. Like we don't do that. So I don't really know what to say about that. Like, are they gift cards? Like I don't really know what exactly that is. So I don't really know what to say. And as some VTuber debut, I don't really want to take a look at that. I'm gonna be real with you. I've been a little bit disappointed with VTubers recently, like on a scale on like social. I feel like every time I hear about VTuber now, like as someone that doesn't really interact on Twitter, it's always negative, which is really sad. It's really sad to hear so much negative about VTubers all the time. It's getting like, it's getting kind of sad in a way. I can't stay at it. I'm going to the new, I'm going to the new Avatar. Oh, there's a new Avatar movie. Well, you enjoy, have fun, Washington. Tell me how it is. Tell it on Discord. Hope it's a good movie. Oh yeah, you told us about that. I bet I did tell you about that as soon as I came back home because that was like ass. That was really bad. A K-pop moment that cured my depression. Wait, let's see what this is. 15 minutes. Oh, we can save this one. Why not? That sounds fun. We can save this one. Why not? That sounds fun. But yeah, like it's kind of weird. I will bye. Have a good one watching. Enjoy. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. Hope you enjoy yourself. Hope you have fun. Hope you have fun. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. So I just assumed, like, I also heard that the point of Airbnb, as I understood it, I mean, we can talk about it when we look at the video, and I'll take a look at this. I've never seen this created before, and I've enjoyed like looking at new creators, like that people that yap. I like that. It's been kind of nice. So if you also see somebody that looks interesting and does a little bit of this and that, I'll definitely take a look at it and most likely check it out. As long as the video is not like 30 minutes long. It was like 30 minutes is too much because I yap too much. I looked at some of the videos I've been recording, and like I looked at a lazy video, for example. It's like 20 minutes, 22 minutes, and my video reaction is like 50 minutes. Jesus Christ, I yap too much. I talk too much sometimes. Sometimes like that's the good things about those good creators, that I don't know, like the topics are just so good. I think it's always a good laugh, so I could just keep on going with them. But yeah, we'll take a look at that. I don't think I've seen like a lot of business wise, I've seen a lot of Airbnb turn into basically like a hotel business. But I thought the advantage of Airbnb in the past was the fact that Airbnb was really cheap, right? Like I thought that was what people bought Airbnb for, like rented Airbnb for. But now they turn into they're just as expensive as hotel. So why would you rent out an Airbnb unless you're gonna rent out like a house or something, and you're like 5 to 10 people or something like that? Why would you not just rent out a hotel where they clean and get you everything you need, and you have a receptionist and blah blah blah? Like again, like we paid quite a lot for that Airbnb in London, and I was just like, I hated it. It was cold, and it was like a bunch of like bunch of fucking spiders everywhere. His ass. Hi, waking up, you're doing good. Angel trees are a wish list card from older people and kids who can't afford presents, and they hang on Christmas trees at the stores, and people take it and buy presents for the people on the angel tree. Wait, so how do they give it to them though? How does that work? How do they give it to the ones that are wishing it? Is this like a Christian thing? Like, I mean, I say it as a Christian thing. I mean, like, is this happening in the church? Because like we are a very Christian country, and again, Christmas came from fucking Norwegian traditions and integrated itself from to have like a correlation with Jesus. Like Jesus did not die. Jesus had nothing to do with this time of the year, but the pilgrims, the Roman pilgrims, definitely integrated in some way, so that Norwegians and the Scandinavians, or actually just the Norwegians, would be more interested in the Christianity. So like in the end of the day, like we have a fuck ton of Christmas traditions over here, but we don't have that. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the angel I never heard about angel trees before. That sounds like a very nice thing. Sounds like a very nice thing. Is this drama video about just the VTuber award? Because like I feel like I talked enough about this. Is there anything else? Like I'm gonna be real, I don't know like what's going on. Like I think this is just God, I hate the award shows. True. I feel extra employed today. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this. I don't care. I really don't care. We talked about it twice. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. I had enough of this. Like, it's so stupid and boring, honestly. You know what? Let's take a look at this Airbnb video. Why not? Or do I want to do it later? I don't know. I already yapped a little bit. Who the fuck is this? What? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? I saw like a Kenji posted a new video. I haven't watched a Kenji video in quite a while. Hopefully we watch this one. This looks pretty nice. As long as I have the throat for it. Jesus Christ. My throat is going down. Like, I'm gonna be real. It's been really depressing in December. It's been an extremely depressing December because it's like there's no war, there's no snow. There's no snow at all. Like last December, I had like 2 snowstorms. My electricity went down like probably twice. It was like so awful. But at the same time, there was at least snow outside, and now like it's been warm. It's just dark now. It's just dark now. It's just boring, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You know, I'm gonna take a look at this video. This video looks fun. I'm gonna just start because like we gotta get through a couple things. So I'm just gonna begin right away and get through a couple things here and there. But yeah, the Delulu Queen of Hair Talk. What is this? Is that Bonnie Blue? I don't know. Who is this? Is this Bonnie Blue? I don't know anything about it. Let's take a look at this.
Today I'm filming at a barbershop
Hell
because
yeah.
I'm talking about a hair salon.
It's only been rain. It's been ass.
He just touched a strand of my hair. Now he wants me to pay him.
Yeah, pay that man. Pay
That's
him.
Hair by Chrissy.
Oh.
In her world, there's 2 types of people. The blessed, the influencers who don't pay, by the way. And then there's everyone else, you, me, her paying customers. The peasants who might be grazed by the divine fingertips of Hair by Chrissy for approximately 0.5 seconds, if you're lucky.
I think she might have touched my hair for 60 seconds. I'm being so genuinely honest with you.
But your hair's done
Is
by...
this like Jesus? Is this a come to Jesus? Is this like a Jesus moment for people? Like, oh my God, she touched my hair. I feel blessed. My hair is like divine now.
my assistants, her minions. Time for you. I don't have time.
Huh? You know what? Like, I mean, like if Jesus touched you, you were cured. Everything is perfect. You know, like it's like a divine feeling. Like that's what I'm saying.
What's your pay?
Wait, hold on. What?
By assistants, her minions. Time for you. I don't have time for you. How much you're paying? $4,000?
4,000.
4,000. I think the $4,000 was the tea in the story. It's not. Sit down. These people wanted to pay. They flew in for Chrissy to get their hair done. They flew in for Chrissy. They didn't look at $4,000 and go, oh my God. No, they said, take my money.
Where is this man? This has to be a green screen, right? Like, where the fuck are you? What is this British? The calm? Like, what the? Where are you? Why is there a British flag and an American flag here? Where are we?
Make me look good. They did look good, but the person they flew in for didn't do their hair.
Only the people who have high following will get seen by Chrissy or their hair done by Chrissy.
The salon isn't called Chrissy, all right? It's called the Habit Salon. And yet, there's a Chrissy service fee that refers to that finger graze, that private consultation, the eye contact.
You telling me you gotta pay $4,000 to just have this lady over here touch you while assistant works on you? Just the factor of her touching your scalp or hair cost $4,000. Man, I'm gonna be real. Social media is just so cooked in every regard. I don't understand how people get through these kind of bait moments. How would you gotta be either really dumb, have a lot of money, or just like have I don't know, like your mind is corrupted. Why do you want this old lady fucking touching your hair for $4,000? Who gives a shit?
Made when you walked in, walking into the salon, hold your breath. Hold your breath. You don't want to be breathing the same air, Chrissy. Service fee, having this illusion of greatness. But she might be great. All right, she might actually be great. A lot of people think so. Lots love her work. A lot of people fly in just for her work. Just for that magic touch. And when a disappointed customer didn't get that, when she calmly said she wished she would have done her hair, Chrissy.
I feel like I'm just more upset about the fact that like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get my hair done by Chrissy. And it wasn't even Chrissy who did my hair.
That grounded, level-headed business owner response from Chrissy was, let me bully her on TikTok.
Yes. TikTok crazy girl.
What? That's almost as crazy as having a Chrissy service fee for $3,000. What? She didn't attack her. She didn't cause a riot. Girl was so genuine, so innocent, so well-intentioned. She just said what happened, her story, her expectations versus the reality. And somehow, Chrissy turned her into a punchline, acting like she's some silly little girl who didn't understand the process. Silly customer. Silly paying customer. Thought she was gonna get a better service than the influencers that get it for free. Habit isn't functioning like a salon. It's a content house. The more attention, the better. The more chaos, the better. The more people talk, the better. So, welcome to Hair by Chrissy, where the hair isn't by Chrissy, but the price is. Where Chrissy may not touch your hair, but she'll definitely touch your wallet.
It's like buying Gucci, but it's an off-brand Gucci, but you pay the price of Gucci. Because you're ordering Chrissy, and you want Chrissy to do your hair, but it's her assistant. And Chrissy comes by and touches your scalp for 3 seconds. There you go. Pay me $4,000, bitch.
So, who even is Chrissy?
Who is
Chrissy
this girl?
Rasmussen is an icon in the
Ooh.
US hairstyling world. A blonde specialist. Her work brings in millions of viewers in awe at her magical transformations. And she's successfully built a brand around this idea, the Hair by Chrissy experience. This exclusive, personalized, professional service performed by her magical hands. And yeah, the work
Wow.
is beautiful, and so is the image. Perfect lighting, the camera work, the digital aesthetic, the person every influencer flies to. Collab here, collab there, spread the word. Chrissy knew how to push her work online, and you were seeing her work. Cutting, dyeing, blow drying, except apparently it wasn't her work. It was only her business, and her presence was being charged as an extremely expensive added value. A service charge for her reputation. A reputation
No. Go back. Go look at this. Wait. Oh my god, look at this price. The coconut cream is 570. Wait, that's just buying 5 of them. Whipped cream. Huh? What do you mean whipped cream? 7-second detangler? $40? For 7 seconds? Millbone repair restorative shampoo for 32. Okay, so these are products, and then the Chrissy service is $3,000. What kind of salon is this, bro? Bro, the shampoo is more than the regular service. Hell no.
her reputation. A reputation she sustained for years on the illusion that her touch was the secret behind the magic.
Yes.
Her touch. The reason why many clients jumped on a flight and dumped $4,000 for her service. Her touch. That turned out to quite literally be just a touch.
Most of the time she really wasn't with me.
The first thing she
So it
does
was
is she starts
literal.
like messing with your hair and she goes away.
This is Hair by Chrissy, but that does not mean it was done by Chrissy.
She did not even see me the whole time I was there.
15 seconds.
In this 30 seconds of this,
Do you notice a pattern here? They're all young teenagers. Where is the 32-year-old mom coming in to get her hair done by Chrissy? Do they exist, or is it only teenagers that love TikTok?
$2,000
When I
alone.
arrived, she walked by, she said, hi. That was it, that was the only
She
interaction.
walked straight past me. All I got was a
And Habit Salon is not operating like a salon. It's operating like
bozo.
a content studio. Much like what I'm trying to do to these guys' salon, which is a real salon.
Picture a content creator's house.
It was like 3 girls like filming like a TikTok.
Ring lights,
all with ring lights.
There's lights everywhere.
And the mirrors have ring lights, and the mirrors have phone mounts.
tripods,
It's just a bunch of people with like tripods, like
There are
TikTokers.
several tripods set up around the area.
phone holders drilled into the mirrors, influencers filming transitions behind your chair.
So I feel like it was very just like TikTok
There's
land.
literally a central area for you to get up and film a transition every time a step is done. Someone editing a reel, person's trying to get their shampoo done, applying makeup, or doing a live stream. While clients who are not influencers, the paying customers, are just trying to get their hair
When
done.
I was trying to leave, there was literally like a girl like filming a TikTok in front of the door, and I couldn't even get out for like 2 minutes.
So if you're an influencer, you fit right in. You might even get it all done for free. If you're not, it's overwhelming.
Dude, this is a circus for influencer. Ain't a salon. This is just a TikTok circus.
Literally said they didn't know where to stand because someone was filming in every corner. And because the entire place is built around content, the assistants became the engine of the salon. They
Yes.
move fast, they swap out, they rotate like it's a pit
Go
stop, like
Queens.
it's a relay race. And if, without somebody watching the whole thing, things slip. This color doesn't match, foils overlap, toners sit too long. It's fast, it's fast. One customer can get 10 people working
When
on
you
them.
have 10 people pulling your hair every way and like dyeing your hair,
And when there's 6 to 10 people looking at your inspo pic, that's 6 to 10 different interpretations of your inspo pic.
they're all kind of on different pages.
You may not get the results that you really wanted. According to the professionals that reacted to this online, on the way the salon is working, all these different hands on one client, that could result in a lot of like mistakes, like uneven tones,
Her hair was not blended.
poorly saturated section,
Her hair's going this way, the extensions are going that way.
breakage from incorrect application here, structural damage, over-processing, perhaps an inconsistent finish.
It was a mess.
So not only were the clients being charged luxury prices, but the working system didn't really align with what that kind of cost should guarantee.
I'd
It
be
was a
stressed.
mess for $4,000. For $1,000, I'd be like, listen, babe, it is what it is.
That's what the professionals were saying. In my opinion, though, you look good when you're done. You look good. You better look good for $4,000. But you look good because they're very talented. But you came paying for a luxury experience. But you're getting a rushed and chaotic one. You came for Hair by Chrissy. You got Hair by Chrissy's assistance. You came because you thought Chrissy was going to be doing the work. Because she's always doing the work. On the influencers, you watched her transform for free. You were going to pay, but you justified the price. For that exclusive and personalized Hair by Chrissy experience by the divinity herself. But she was barely there.
Wow.
Let's say, God forbid, you needed heart surgery. You look for the best surgeon out there. They're expensive.
No.
But you want that skill. You pay. You plan around this massive occasion. It's a lot of money, you're paying a high price for this person's reputation. You go and find out the doctor you paid a steep price on is not performing the surgery. It's his assistants doing it. He's not even supervising. And you find this out going into surgery. He's just gonna talk to you at the start, okay? Stitch you up at the end if you're lucky. What? You feel cheated. Rightfully so. You only get the special treatment if you're famous.
So as a non-famous person going to
I mean, like, in that end of the day, like, he has a point with that analogy. If you want to get the work done by the specific individual for its professionalism, and because they know what they're doing in a way, and probably the assistants know what they're doing, but you're going in there wanting that specific individual for their work. In a heart surgery, assistants could fuck it up. And in hair salon, if you have 10 people messing around with you, they're not going to do your hair that well. I don't think so. How would they rotate? I don't know. I feel like it would be too messy. It would be too messy.
by Chrissy. No, you are not getting your hair done by Chrissy.
Even if you're paying. So the whole thing really exploded because of one girl. Not famous, ironically, was her username. She flies to Arizona.
Yes.
Books the appointment, pays $4,000, and walks in expecting, well, Chrissy, the woman in all the TikToks she watched that inspired her to fly out for this
Oh,
appointment.
I'm gonna go get my hair done by Chrissy. And it wasn't even Chrissy who did my hair.
That was the expectation. That's all she said. The second she walks in, something's off. Overwhelming. Ma'am walked into a filming, so you know we talked about
I
this.
just felt overwhelmed.
We covered this. And then the service starts, but Chrissy doesn't. Chrissy's not. Instead, 8 to 10 assistants gather around her and get started like she's a group project. You get the point. Hours go by. Still no Chrissy. Then finally, the grand entrance. The sky shakes and the clouds part. The choir sings. Chrissy walks over.
Oh my God.
Touches a couple of strands. Does the signature front piece flip.
I'm scared. I'm very nervous.
Amazing.
Ooh, getting pricey. And then she leaves. The final results.
I didn't really notice a difference in the color.
She
It just
clocked
didn't
it for 5
meet my
minutes.
expectations how I was expecting it to with the price that I paid.
The roots are dark, the tone is a bit off. I think she looks great, but that's what people are saying. That's what she was saying. Doesn't match the inspo pic. Doesn't match the TikToks she's been seeing. But her story quickly become a symbol. This accumulated dissatisfaction among many of the clients who'd been there, but were not really connected. Her story connected when it spread like wildfire. But you're still in the chair. Wait till you get up. You go to the counter.
Oh,
There, a receipt was awaiting, showing that 60 seconds, that touch,
That is
cost almost
insane.
$3,000. There's neurosurgeons that charge less than that per second. I mean, sure.
I want to know what kind of coconut cream costs like $100, $150, man. Like, why does 5 coconut creams cost $600? What is this cream?
You know, set your own price. It's a free market. It's your business.
Bro, coconut is like $2. What? How's the cream? How is the cream $600?
Service charge? What service? A specific fee attributed to Chrissy. Not about the amount. The controversy wasn't even about the amount. It was about Chrissy participating for 60 seconds. It cost you $50 almost per second of interaction with Chrissy.
Damn.
Sorry, but... Damn it, Delulu. The Delulu of greatness, you guys. I think Chrissy thinks she's a prophet sent from the heavens or
I
something.
mean, people are still coming in, right? Is it Chrissy's fault that people come in to just have her touch them for $4,000 for a second? Or is it a consumer's fault? I don't know. I mean, they are getting baited in a way, but come on, man. I mean, after this video itself, I think it's because if more people are coming in, that's their fault. That's crazy. It's not
$50 per second. Yo,
Yeah.
that's crazy. But it gets worse. all right,
Yeah.
for this girl. Because when she saw the Chrissy service fee, which she wasn't really aware of, apparently, that was the first, like, slap across the face. She was actually seeing them put products into a bag. She thought those were included in the ridiculous price she just paid. I would think so, too. But no, they weren't. No, you were being made to purchase these products, and they were explicitly showed on your receipt. You thought they were a gift? No, sweetie. Coconut cream, $570. Whipped cream, the most expensive whipped cream I've ever seen in my life. That's $456. Detangler, I don't know what that is.
First of all, why are we skipping this? Why would you sell whipped cream at a hair salon? Like, what do you mean whipped cream? And they literally just put all of that in the bag. Hey, you got to buy this now before you get the hell out. You got to buy our products.
What does that mean? Do you mean when they, like, brush your hair so that it's not tangled? Didn't know I had to pay for that. What if I refuse to pay for that? You're just going to do my... like, there's $40 for that? It's fucking crazy now. Shampoo's $30. You know what? I'll just buy a couple of bottles for that much. Serum's $36.
There's no way.
$44. It's just a bunch of unrequested products. That was also one of the main criticisms of that receipt. You know, it's not just the service fee. It's also, what the hell are you doing here? Total before tax was $4,082.
No, there's actually a tip. You are kidding me. Who put the tip in? Why is there a freaking tip? What? What the fuck? What do you mean $50? Shut the fuck up.
To final total $4,216. So this receipt went viral. It acted as evidence for a system based on exploitive, exorbitant charges, unjustifiable margins. Come on, detangler, $40. You should charge me for making your scissors less sharp. You know, at the end of the scissors sharpening fee. You know, you might as well throw that in. You want me to pay your electricity bill too? Put that in as well. Why not? It was almost like there were questionable tactics to inflate the bill. It didn't feel like there was real transparency to many. Me too, personally. There was a little, you know, tax exchange. We're the best. LOL. Just feels like a mean girl salon. Right? I don't want to sit with us? That's the vibe. When they were looking at her extensions, they didn't say they were ugly.
And yes, her assistant told me that they would be able to use the extensions, but when I got there, Chrissy basically said no.
The color's not right. It's not gonna.
You can use the. She came in. No, you ain't getting that shit. You're not famous enough. That is funny. Hi, Mush. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well.
You know, you should buy hours. Hours are like really, really good. Really good. Very, very good. So
and
good.
I bought the new extensions so we could do the inspo pic.
Spoiler, they were not the way she wanted them. The Chrissy brand was darker than she would have liked. There was pressure. It was building pressure around her, the client. You got a group of these assistants, these professionals circling you. She's surrounded by all these famous people. She started doubting herself. She's an impressionable young girl. Like, by the way, many of the clients at the salon are. She said she felt watched, judged. She felt a little bit embarrassed, so she gave in. She bought the extensions.
You don't want to seem poor in front of all of these famous TikTokers and all of these girls. There's like 40 bitches in this salon, like judging each other. Obviously, you don't want to be like complaining about the pricing. They're all just pressured to waste their money.
The bill is thousands of dollars higher than she planned. Is that her fault? Yes. The exploitive charges, obviously, that's a different story. But not being able to say no, I don't want to pay more is also, you know, it's kind of on you. That's where you say no. Okay? Do what I asked for. And a lot of people online were comparing that price with something you could have done in New York, in LA, in Miami. Okay? Those prices over there, like in professional luxury salons, you could be paying $900. You know, we covered Zach Mesquid before. Remember him?
Get ready for a $9,000 hair.
He does an insane job for $9,000.
$9,000?
At least he does it himself, though. He does the work. But this story that the girl shared, she didn't share it with, you know, malice intention. She said it like, I thought she was gonna do my hair, you know? This was a big moment for me. When I went and she didn't do my hair, I was disappointed. That's all, really. So the case...
I'm not being real. If I order a hair work by Chrissy and I get Betty, I am not paying. I'm actually leaving. Betty, I didn't order you. I ordered Chrissy, all right? Put Chrissy on the line.
We moved on from just a bad experience at a salon. And it became more about
Get
a
out
symbol
of here, girl.
influence abuse. You know, the illusion of greatness. Paid for a name. That's what you paid
Honestly,
for.
I don't think this has anything to do with Chrissy not doing the extensions herself. I think this has everything to do with Chrissy showing up online and giving these in-depth consultations and not providing that. As a future client, that is a selling point.
Now it was becoming clear Habit Salon wasn't selling hair. It was selling an idea of exclusivity, an illusion that fell apart the moment someone shared their receipt. So her story's online and people are connecting with her. They're seeing she's genuine. So this is the part a normal business owner would say, hey guys, I've seen your concerns. I'm looking into it personally. We're going to review our pricing. Thank you so much for your feedback. You know, the human thing, I guess. Chrissy did not choose the human thing. She chose memes.
Yes.
Memes. Sent them down from the heavens like lightning bolts.
Memes. You think you can challenge me? Memes.
Irony. Gaslighting. It's basically like the PR version of just shrugging is what she did. Saying LOL. Like she did in the text, like they did in the text.
Like she is literally a grown woman.
So instead of actually acknowledging the issue and apologizing, she started posting content mocking the situation. Ma'am doubled down on the criticism people had about her just touching somebody's hair. I think she thought people were gonna go like, diva. Look how she deals with them. She posted things like 4K hair, subtly hinting at Not Famous's story. Book your 60 seconds here. Done in 4K by my assistants. Want to charge like me? Get certified here. He was like, I'll turn this into marketing. When I tell you, people's jaws hit the floor. Humor can...
I feel like this didn't go the way Chrissy intended. I think she thought, you know, the mean bitches are gonna love this shit. But the problem is they're poor. They didn't love that shit.
Work. You know, it's a great way to, I guess, overcome controversy. If your audience thinks you're their friend, if you built that trust. But when thousands of people are upset because they paid a premium price for the illusion of a premium service, the jokes don't land.
That's the thing, is that you can make things seem more of a premium service than they are. But when you undervalue, it's so hard for an individual that actually has an understanding of value of money in some way. Like, obviously, if you go and get a hairstyle, if you get like your hair done for $4,000, you don't value money as much as you would think. But in the end of the day, you understand that $4,000 is a lot of money. You're not like a millionaire, billionaire that can just swipe it around and not give a shit. So you will have some form of response. And I don't think Chrissy likes that response. I don't think Chrissy want to hear what you're saying.
The tone just came off less self-aware, less funny, and more like I'm making fun of you for being upset. That backfired pretty bad. People said it felt like gaslighting. Yeah. Like she was trivializing everything. You know? It seemed like your concerns are just exaggerated. This wasn't Chrissy's first rodeo. She's been here before.
Ooh.
She looked familiar to you. It's because back in 2020, Chrissy got dragged for over-bleaching, deep frying people's hair. It was so bad. TikTok renamed her Hair by Chris. I think that was pretty funny, honestly. Hair by Crispy is pretty funny. Now, it wasn't just an online nickname. Local stylists in Arizona would like quietly say, I've seen that hair on this chair before.
I need to listen to the story because she's known as Hair by Crispy. Hair by Crispy.
People would come straight from her salon with burnt roots, snapped off pieces like from around their crown, fried ass ends, hair lifted way too fast, like way too aggressive. She didn't get like Hair by Crispy from nothing. She earned that nickname.
No wonder she's only having assistants do the work. She can't do shit.
Assistants would like go too hard on the hair, you know, and if you bleach hair too fast, too hard, you're trying to get that blonde so fast, well, you damage the natural hair. What was the solution to that? Extensions, which Chrissy also happens to sell. Should I put some in the bag for you? So the hair gets fried in the process, and then the fix conveniently becomes, don't worry, we'll add more hair from our brand for more money. This word stops like sounding like just bad technique. It sounds like a system. I don't know, y'all. Allegedly. You were allegedly paying for the damage created in-house and then being sold the in-house remedy on top of it. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's insane. Hair by Crispy. What is going on? So what should have really been just a we'll fix it kind of moment, how a business should react. Turned into this full-on investigation. Not Famous dragged this out as long as she could as well. She's no longer not famous. She's famous now. Really dragged it, like really dragged it. Really, like, okay. She paid $4,000 for that, so shut up and let her drag it. But after all this, Chrissy finally made a move. She acknowledged what was going on and decided to try and, you know, fix things. She tried to amend the relationship she had with her community.
Oh my God.
No.
No?
Hey, you can come and say hi. It's a YouTube video.
Wait, are you actually at a salon? This is not a green screen? I thought this was a green... You're telling me these people have been listening to Yap all the time?
All right, I'll feature you guys in. You think she'd try and amend the relationship she had with her community? That would be...
Thank you, Anna.
That wouldn't be Chrissy. That wouldn't be Chrissy. No, she disabled comments on multiple of her posts. She deleted recent videos that were tied...
Wait, this guy is using the American flag as a cover?
to the scandal where she was rubbing it on your, rubbing it is expensive, caressing it on your face. She removed older videos that appeared like she was doing hair, but we later find out that she wasn't. Hair that she probably didn't actually do. She avoided making any public statement, like whatsoever, nothing. She was like, this is gonna wash over.
Yes.
You know, we're gonna lay low.
I'm gonna be real though. That tactic usually works. It does work if you don't comment on it and just move on. But the problem is that you did comment on it. You started making memes. But here is the thing. Gossip girls love to talk, man. That you ain't losing that. You are not losing that reputation at all. They're gonna stick around, remember it, the next 10 years.
We're gonna lay low. You know, the classic of I delete the evidence that maybe it never happened, but the silence made it worse. People are like, this is guilt, is what people say. Now, I don't know if their strategy had changed or if this happened prior, but after the memes came the merch.
Ooh. Wow. Of course.
Ma'am launched t-shirts based on that
in
criticism
4K.
she was receiving. References to the 60 seconds, to the service charge, references to her minimal participation. It's like, how else can I monetize you? I'll just sell you your insults. I'll just sell you your criticism on a t-shirt. She thought that will calm the back. It didn't. It was like fuel to the fire. And then in the most poetic twist, Not Famous releases her own merch. Ooh. Oh, everybody go home. Just go.
$50. This is so stupid.
Goodness. For God's sake, y'all. Everyone was milking the drama. Even me. Right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm milking it right now. But funnily enough, at least for Not Famous, who's now famous, another stylist actually flew her out and did her hair so beautiful. Didn't charge her for it. So
did she put
I guess
on the
that
makeup
was like
too?
A cute payback, like from the community. So shout out to you. And Not Famous came out looking gorgeous out of your salon. But this is what the story is about. It's not about the price. People came to pay that price. Charge $4,000. Charge 10. We've seen that before. Charge a kidney, a mid-range Toyota. It's your business. If you've got clients,
we listen and we don't judge.
Great. They weren't dragged in. You know, these people booked flights. The problem isn't the number, it's what the number was attached to. What was almost advertised as a Hair by Chrissy experience. The videos showing her direct and full involvement. But what they were really paying for was a story about Chrissy. A story where she's this hair deity whose touch alone justifies a $3,000 fee. Even if she's only there for 60 seconds. Girl, that's Delulu. You're Delulu. You said yes to the price because, and you didn't get because. But the influencers is the best part.
I work at Hair by Chrissy. The influencers, they do not pay.
The influencers that didn't pay a penny, they got the full fantasy. That even you, if you paid, you wouldn't get. They got the attention, the detail, the time, the free service. Because they were part of her marketing machine.
Obviously, I mean, that makes sense. Isn't that the point of influence marketing anyways? Like, obviously, usually the influencer get paid. So if Chrissy managed to get away with it by just fixing their hair, like Chrissy wanted that deal because that gives them she gets a lot of publicity from that. But like, that doesn't really matter for a worker, right? Because they're clocking in, right? I don't think they need to worry about that because that's like Chrissy's business strategy. So it's not really a big deal. I think that's kind of normal, and everybody should know that influencers usually get products for free. Shit, I even get products for free, and I'm nobody. Everybody does. Everybody that does like some kind of like stuff like this gets stuff for free.
you know, of her content house. You were just there to pay the bills, babe.
Yeah.
At the studio.
The people who end up paying for all of these influencers to get their hair done are the regular people. So if you do end up coming to our salon, just know you will be paying for at least
You are the
2
products.
influencers, blowouts, and Chrissy's lunch.
She can run it that way, but you got to be honest about what people are actually buying.
She got
Right?
fired
If
off
they're
that
paying a
video.
Chrissy service charge for a literal cameo, say that. Let them opt out if they want to. You know? What do you think, bestie? Would you get your hair done for $4,000?
Hell no.
Would you risk walking into that salon? You don't
No.
want to accidentally make eye contact. Whoa! You wouldn't want that, would you? Share your thoughts on everything down in the comments below. What's the most expensive you'd go for a hair service? I'd go for... I don't know how much it is here. Do you know how much it's here?
$2.
I'd do $1.
I was
kidding.
close.
I don't even
I was
pay. My mom
close.
cut my hair. I don't even pay.
I need to cut
bestie.
my hair
This
too.
hair, you know the reason why it looks like this? It's because my mom cuts it.
Yes. W mom.
So what am I doing here? This
You
is
know
real-
what? I used to cut my hair for a while. Like I was like really poor at a moment, so I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna spend 50 because it costs like $50, 50 to 60 bucks to cut your hair as a dude hair. So I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm just gonna cut my own hair. So I learned how to cut my own hair, and it actually went really well. Like there was some points where like something was like a little bit wrong, but I will always like every day I would just like see like something wrong and adjust it. It worked pretty well. I suggest if you're tight on money, you should just cut your own hair. I don't know how it is for women out there, but yeah, it's a good way to deal with it. But for me, I think the most I would pay to cut my hair if it's like really good is probably $100. I would never pay $1,000. I would never pay $200 to cut my hair. No, fuck off. No,
not a green screen. Show them. I'm gonna show you.
This is a real place. That is crazy. Wow, where is he?
Should I get my haircut here?
Yeah.
I really do think I need a haircut, actually. The audacity of me to film a hair salon hair video in a barber shop with hair this bad and this long. Oh my god. Yeah, I
Ooh.
should probably get a haircut. I'll come back tomorrow. They'll probably close after this client's done, so
Oh, it's late.
just pack it up. Let's pack it up. All right, guys.
Great video. That was amazing. I mean, again, I think a lot of people get baited by these influencers, man. What is this? We might need to watch this video. I think that in the end of the day, a lot of people just get baited by the influencer. They get taken by the fame, they get taken by all the hype, and they go for it. But in the end of the day, if you have that money and you want to spend it on that, you just do that. Like that's on you, girl. You go get that haircut. You go spend the $9,000 on that haircut. Go get it. Have fun. Like I think that in the end of the day, I don't really care. It's not my money. I would rather you spend $9,000 on buying chicken. I'll be real. But you tell me down below what you think. I hope you liked the video. See you around. Bye. Holy, what is this video? Let's see. I want to see. We know I need to watch this video at one point. When was this released? A year ago? You know what? Let's put this on my watch later because like we might watch this another time. That looked kind of funny. That looked kind of funny. But yeah.
Moon_Banny just subscribed. Hi, and why the hell do you always start the stream when I for 1 second am away from my laptop?
I try to start it the same time always, like at 5 p.m. I don't know. I try to start the stream always the same time, but sometimes I might miss it a few moments. I don't know. It's just bad luck. I'll be rude. It's just really bad luck. It sucks. It sucks. Wait, let me see. Relaxing Mario, like Nintendo music. I just want to have something. Nice. Just have something nice. Baba. Sad? Yeah, I know it happens for a lot. But hi, Wild. Hope you're doing good. Hi, Tram. How you doing, Tram? Hi, Tulio. Hello, Skrillex. He's live. Yeah, I've been live now for an hour, actually. But yeah, I try to stream once a week at least. 1 to 2 times a week. That's the plan. Hi, Bomber. How you doing? Welcome. Hope y'all are doing good. Bom. But yeah, no. It's usually the same time. The days are not the same though. I will try to be live on Saturday, like on Saturday, because like it's right before Christmas and I'm going to be really occupied then. I don't know about next week if I manage to get live, but probably will. What days are the next week? Maybe like at the end of next week I'll be able to be live. Hi Smacks, welcome. You're doing good. But yeah, I'm not doing good. I appreciate the sub though, Anna. Thank you for 19 years. I can't believe it's 19 years already. That is crazy. That is actually so nuts. The time is flying by so quickly. Jesus Christ. Am I the only one that think this year is gone by in a snap? It's nuts. Like, I don't know. I feel like I know I did a lot this year. I know I did a lot of things this year. Oh, that's me. I can see myself live. But at the same time, I feel like the year just flew by. Doing swell. Thanks. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. China's bed rotting obsession. I'll put that on my watch later. It might be a good one. Oh my God. Glow up. A lot of vacation. It was not enough vacation. I've already planned 3 vacations for next year. I'm excited. Actually, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I need more vacations. That's what I need. More vacations. 5 weeks is not enough. I need more. I want to go more places, but to do that I need more money. This is the bad shop, and I need more free time, and we don't really get that much free time. But we're kind of capped at 5. You can kind of get a little bit more, but it depends. I would love to have like change a little bit about my work, so I could maybe sometimes travel with a laptop and work like somewhere else. But it really depends on things, because I often need to be there. Like I often need to be able to show up to places. Let's see. Anyways, yeah, I wanna hop on to the next video. My god. But before I do that, I gotta go real quick to the bathroom. Darkmoor, hope you're doing good. Welcome. Give me a second now. I'll be right back.
Twitch Prime right now.
I'm back. Let's see. Never let these people cook. Oh god. Dude, I'm excited to eat. I'm gonna eat a lot of food. Dude, I'm gonna get fat this Christmas. Ooh. Oh. Anybody else gonna get fat this Christmas? I've already prepared myself for the diet next month. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm so excited. I love Christmas. I just wish there was some snow now. Can't wait to be chubby, right? Will feel so good. Just carb the fuck up. Not me. I spent a lot on my Christmas present. What do you mean? Does that mean you don't have enough food, like money for food? I can imagine though. Like, I only bought a present for my nephew. Depending on who we're visiting, I don't really know. I might need to buy some more presents. Yeah. I'll eat into a food coma. I will do that every day. It'll be beautiful. It will be great. I've had such a strict diet this whole year. I mean, to be fair, I had some days where I've just, like, some weeks where I've just been laying low. Because I've been on vacation, stuff like that. It's kind of hard to eat right when you're gone. And also, I don't really want to do that either. Let's see. Anyways, I want to take a look at this video. This one looks kind of interesting. The death of Airbnb. Personally, for me, last time I had an Airbnb, it was so bad. It was filled with spiders and it cost a lot of money. I don't want to ever go to an Airbnb again. But to be honest, I think that the value of Airbnb used to be that they were cheaper than hotels. But at the moment, it doesn't really seem like they're that much different compared to regular hotels. So why would you go for it? So this was inevitable. Let's take a look at it.
Airbnb was a groundbreaking, industry-disrupting Silicon Valley solution to the hotel industry. And in some ways, you could say that they have succeeded. They are now worth more than Marriott, which is the world's largest hotel chain, and they have over 8 million listings globally. But at the same time, people have fallen out of love with the Airbnb experience. Cities are fighting back against these rentals, and in Canada, Airbnb rates are 47% higher than they were in 2017, while hotel prices haven't gone down at all. And the irony here is that the Airbnb concept was founded on the idea that with this app, people would be able to share their homes with guests from around the world, and it would be a unique lived experience that you couldn't get the hotel. But as you probably already know, the wholesome bed and breakfast part of Airbnb was short-lived, and slowly we have watched Airbnb become the evil that they sought to defeat. Now,
that's exactly the problem, is that they don't have those luxury standards to stars, like hotel stars, or keeping it clean for that reason, or having those values, etc. It's just a place that they rent, and it doesn't seem like, to me, like, I've only had one Airbnb experience. It was awful, never again. And I think that the problem I could see with a lot of when it comes to Airbnb is that it's become mainstream in a way where people are buying places and turning them into Airbnb just for a monetarily gain, right? And that makes sense. You're meant to do that. But they do that without adding those extra steps and values that hotels tend to add additionally, like keeping things clean and keeping this and that fresh, etc., and giving you like extra stuff here and there. Airbnbs just feels like a overly used apartment building or a house or something like that hasn't really been cleaned well enough. And you can see that with all of those videos previously. My experience was that it was like kind of dirty and there was spiders everywhere, and I hated it. Like, it was annoying. It's not like I go crazy about spiders, but whenever you go to a place and every day you find 7 more spiders, that kind of pisses you off, no? You don't want to deal with that.
Now there are entire developments built around this Airbnb business model.
Yeah.
Infamous stories of terrible guest experiences, absurd cleaning fees, even though you still have to clean up after yourself, and with completely contactless entry that makes it feel like a hotel, but without the hospitality. Airbnb is probably one of the most famous tech startups of all time, and so they have fully run the course of the typical tech innovation gone bad, and their inshitification story shows the full spectrum of how things can go from bad to worse. This is the story of the inshitification of Airbnb. A huge shout out to Patreon for making this video possible. So I've stayed in a lot of Airbnbs, and I genuinely believe that the original idea behind this company was game-changing, and it could have been a really positive thing overall. And let me be clear that there are still great listings on Airbnb that can offer this to you, and in a lot of cases, Airbnb offers a selection that hotels just simply can't compete with. Now, in the early days of this channel, if you were around then, you might have noticed that we shot an entire year of videos in Airbnbs across the United States and Mexico, and we truly wouldn't have been able to produce all the videos that we did in typical hotels. So Airbnbs was like kind of the only way we could do it. This was back in 2022 and 2023, and while the transformation of Airbnb from cozy mom and pop shop experience to corporate side hustle had fully happened already, it's actually somehow gotten worse since then. Because beyond the experience of staying in an Airbnb, which we're going to be getting into later in the video, this is a unique story because Airbnb represents something very polarizing right now, which is the housing crisis. Because while this technology was designed to disrupt the hotel industry, the biggest impacts were not felt by Marriott and Hilton shareholders, but by the communities where Airbnbs became popular. There have been whole campaigns that promise to fight Airbnbs. They've come to represent the wealth gap that continues to widen around the world, and there is legislation specifically targeting these properties all over the place to manage the impact that they have on the communities that they're in. This has soured their public image, but it has also constrained their ability to grow and expand in the ways that tech companies and their shareholders often demand.
The New York City.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of an issue whenever everybody's like lacking the funds to buy houses and apartments, and then you have all of these rich individuals or people with extra disposable income just buy an extra property to start setting it up as an Airbnb. At the end of the day, it's an investment, right? And I get that people are mad about that, but I don't think it should really go on fault of Airbnb. I think the housing market is a completely different kind of aspect, but it doesn't really help. I get that. I get that.
Mayoral election happened recently. In 2023, they banned short-term rentals. So if you're going to do an Airbnb, you have to do it for over 30 days. As a result, Airbnb, through their PAC Affordable New York, spent $10 million fucking dollars on this election. Like, just running attack ads and shit.
To try and get their shit back online.
And it's kind of like a small amount of money to open up all of the short-term rentals in New York again. So them and DoorDash were just having a heyday, like trying to...
That's why DoorDash was so involved as well.
I think there's like pushback against these apps, but now it's kind of a problem that's a little too late to deal with because they have all this money.
Because they can fight. Like now Airbnb is not just like some startup trying to like find their way into a market. They're like, no, we have millions of dollars of lobbying power and a proven service that millions of people have used around the world. Like they have control now.
But for just 1 second, forget about all that. Let's take a nostalgic trip back to the Airbnb reality that we didn't get, how it could have been. Cast your mind back to 2008 when this company first made its public debut. Because I don't know if a lot of you know this, but it was originally hosted on airbedandbreakfast.com. And I don't know if the youths today even know, but this B&B part of Airbnb comes from the original bed and breakfast idea, where people would just rent out a room in their home to travelers, and in the morning the host would provide them with a breakfast. Oftentimes these were kind of cutesy little cottages or something. It wasn't a booming business, but it was a really cute option for people who didn't want to stay in a hotel. I've stayed in a lot of traditional bed and breakfasts because when I was a kid, that's how my parents liked to travel. And in many cases, you were just like in their house, and it wasn't super polished or formal like Airbnbs often are today. I remember we went to one, and it was like in the southern US or something, and I vividly remember a George Bush shrine that they built in their house, and I was like, Mom, Dad, like they have a shrine to George Bush. And this was like at the height of his controversial, time in office. And I was a particularly politically involved kid. And my parents were like, shut up, don't say anything. You open your mouth way too often in this country. But this was a representation of what they valued, right? The house itself was their own personal expression. It wasn't curated to be as neutral as possible, or it wasn't thematically decorated to fetch a higher price or whatever. The house was honest, and as a guest, you got to see into their lives. This is what hosting really is. It's not presenting something that you think people want to see or what you think will make the most money, but you're bringing people into your life. They gave us suggestions, they asked us about our lives in Canada, and we learned about them too, and their obsession with George Bush. And this was the original promise of Airbnb, right? It was that human connection. It was supposed to be a peek into the lives of other people and the places they were visiting. Look at basically any Airbnb ad today, and they're still promoting that idea. Like that's still what they think they are as a company for some reason.
Crespin made sushi for us that first night.
Of course, Tim wouldn't eat it. He's way too picky.
Oh, come on. I had a little bit
of it. You didn't. We forced you.
Okay.
But this is a lie, sadly, nowadays for the most part, because while the app made finding a room a lot easier, it totally changed the hosting element of the B&B experience. Matthew's moved recently and he had to deal with a couple of Airbnbs before he found a place, and like, it is such a nightmare. You forget how bad it is when you haven't been in one for a while, and sometimes It is just horrible. There is like a phrase that people say when people like renovate something now and they make it all like millennial gray. They're like, oh man, it just looked like a fucking Airbnb.
I will say, while I was moving, I stayed in a couple Airbnbs. We tried to get in one place that was not millennial gray. It was really bad and it was infested with ants. I eventually reported that Airbnb and I got my money back, which was...
Wait, we could do that? I should have done that. Bro, dude, I don't know how many... I've never killed more spiders in a year than I did when I rented that Airbnb. Like, I haven't seen a single spiders this entire year in my place. Actually, not a single one. I've kept my place so clean, they're not even here. But last year, I think I saw like 2. Yeah, I saw 2. But this Airbnb, I kid you not, I probably killed like 50 to 60 spiders. Like that Airbnb, I definitely killed 50 to 60, because the first day there were 15 of them, second day there were around 10, and every day we were around like 10 to 5. Like, they wouldn't stop.
We got into a hotel, which is what you do now. The guy, no joke, he like messaged me. He was like, "I think it's best
get that bitch out of it. Get the fuck out."
Like, this is and then the closing message he sent to me was, "I agreed to provide you full refund," which he didn't. I had to go through customer support because he didn't want to give it to me. "Due to what happened so far, I suggest we do not leave review to each other at this time.
Of course.
But if you have chance to stay my other nicer property in future, I will be sure to give you best review. Thanks again and have a good day." It was just dicey. It was terrible.
Having worked in a hotel, and my wife also worked in a hotel, it's an extremely complicated and very challenging business to do well. Like, the turnover of people that come in and out of a hotel is nuts. The amount of waste that people create when they stay in a hotel is crazy. You're the worst version of yourself in a hotel room. You have to be so fucking on it to keep the place clean and looking half decent. And the Airbnb hosts just aren't that good at it. So Leah and I stayed in this Airstream B&B in this couple's backyard when we visited Atlanta a couple of years ago. And I think it captures exactly what goes wrong with Airbnb. It was a contactless entry, so we never met our host. There was no personal connection there. The Airstream was clearly purchased to be converted into an Airbnb because while it looked okay on camera, in person it was dingy and slapped together, and it lacked some basic sanitary standards.
Next, I am never ordering an Airbnb again, but if I saw this in a hotel, I'd leave. I'd just cancel it, give me back my money, I'm out.
You're gonna take him out?
Ow. This is an example of an Airbnb that was built and hosted, not by somebody who thought that they would be a good host for visitors to their city, but as a person who wanted to make some money off of their backyard. And while that's not inherently bad, the app's success has sort of eroded the charm and personality that the service was supposedly going to offer in the first place.
Yeah.
See, when Airbnb first launched, it wasn't already established bed and breakfast hosts who joined the platform. It was people who saw a financial opportunity in an up-and-coming app. The vast majority of people who have started or operate an Airbnb today are doing it as a side hustle, as a passive income opportunity, or in some cases, they're running it as like an entire corporation with multiple units being run and managed for the highest possible return. And so all of a sudden, it's a marketplace full of business people optimizing their listings to attract more bookings and doing everything they can possibly do to make as much money as possible. And because this is an app on the internet, it has bred this entire category of listings that suit that reality. There's a whole section of YouTube that is just showing these crazy Airbnbs that exist now. Half of Ryan Trahan's thumbnails are him in front of some wild Airbnb of some sort.
It's always like him trying to find the craziest Airbnb he could possibly stand in front of.
He gets tons of views on those.
And that's also like, do you not think that Airbnb is benefiting from that? Obviously they are, and they're kind of like changing their platform to be not just the place where you can go stay at somebody's house and like sleep in their guest room. It's changing into like its own special thing. Like the Airbnb is its own thing now. It's not just a short-term rental.
It's obviously becoming like a commodified thing that ranks within algorithms, right? Like the person who...
I think Airbnb has always been as I didn't know it existed in 2008. I had no idea. I thought it's only existed for like maybe like 8 years or something like that, but I always thought it was its own thing. But after experiencing it, I don't think its own thing is good. I don't think it's a better product than a hotel room at all. I can see where there's value in it if you are a group of 5+ people, but I don't see the value if you're 1 to 3 at all. It doesn't seem like it's worth it. There's too many risks, definitely when it comes to the clean section, and I just think it's just nasty. I don't know, like I don't know, maybe it's because like I think I would just not, I just don't like the idea of Airbnb now at all. I don't think the idea of Airbnb is anywhere great. It's just stained for me. Not gonna lie, I had an Airbnb and that was great fucking host. A lot of time people don't want to be serviced. They want a clean and nice space, and that's it. The cleaning costs were insane though, because people are terrible. I think that's true. People sometimes don't want the service, but in a hotel you don't really need that much service. You can just like remove most of the service if you don't want it. You just ask them not to. But in the end of the day, the problem is, for me, I feel like Airbnb is not a clean space. It's usually not. That's not what you usually get. You might get it, but it's like an RNG cost to it.
Who designed the survival bunker Airbnb didn't design it to look that way because that's the most functional bunker design. They were like,
Yeah.
this is gonna look good in the photos.
Do you remember when the Barbie movie came out and then Airbnb just so happened to like allow you to stay at the Barbie dream house? I mean, I think there's also like a Hobbit house that you can stay in, which is also movie related. The Hobbit cottage Airbnb isn't directly related to the Lord of the Rings, but
it is
enough.
in
It's
New
got the
Zealand,
font.
I assume?
No, it's in Utah.
Oh, okay. Well,
The
Those
yellow
are
submarine
cool.
one
That is a cool
wild
idea.
because it's like, did this person buy a submarine with the intention of turning it into an Airbnb?
I'd like to believe that a lot of these people have bought these things and then they didn't know what to do with them, and then they're like, fuck it, Airbnb it. Like,
I would love to be in the position where I accidentally have property and a submarine. Oh, the yellow submarine is in New Zealand, but the Hobbit one is in Utah. Those should be like flipped.
people used to build crazy houses for themselves because they were actual eccentric people who like to live alternative lifestyles. But now people build potatoes for Airbnb.
I actually think my favorite one is the potato so far.
The interior is actually like pretty aesthetic. I
No,
like
it's
that.
not bad.
And once again, I want to reiterate here that there are people who do it well, for the love of it, with heart and intention, and a lot of those unique stays are probably going to be some of the cooler and better options out there, because clearly if you made a giant potato Airbnb, you care a little bit more about it than a generic apartment that you've decided to rent out or whatever. But the majority of the listings are not yellow submarines. They are assets being managed by a business. If you go on YouTube as an aspiring Airbnb owner, you will find tons of resources. There are tutorials on how to optimize your venture from a cash flow perspective, stories about people who've built their own Airbnb resorts to make millions, and this just blows me away. Apparently, Airbnb hosts are now using dynamic pricing, just like ride shares, to increase their prices around events or, you know, particularly busy months to make the most money that they possibly can. This is the thing that the hotel industry has been using forever, but now the whole Airbnb industry is doing it. It's fucking amazing. And you can learn how to bake your cleaning fees into your nightly rate so that people don't get annoyed with those extra charges. I love how this guy just fully admits that he's stealing this idea from the hotel industry. For these people, it is not about being a host. It is all about running the business to make as much money as you possibly can. There's this great post on the Airbnb subreddit where this guy's like, man, I'm just getting tired of these Airbnb ads. Like, they keep releasing ads where like these hosts are going like above and beyond, like helping out these guests who are like having these unique experiences. I can't express my frustration about how dangerous this is to give the idea to guests that all hosts do this routinely. And this is a perfect representation of the divide that's going on. Like, Airbnb is still trying to promote this over-the-top unique stay experience that you might get on Airbnb, and all the hosts who make the platform possible are like, shut the fuck up. Like, dude, we're just trying to make money off of our garages that we've converted into a suite. Like,
it's like Lidl hotels. That's what I view Airbnb at. It's just like a pure, watered down, easy to maintain, quick buck scheme. That is pretty much it. They bought a property, they own a property and added an extra cottage or something somewhere, and now they're renting it out. They bought like a part of it. Like I've seen people buy like an apartment building, and then they split that apartment building into 4 Airbnbs, which is crazy. These things happens. This is what you end up seeing. They are not creating anything. They're not creating anything to have the hospitality factor into it or be welcoming. They're creating this to generate as much money as possible. And that is not really something, in some way, that's how a hotel works, but they do value a lot the hospitality. Things are clean, you got the service, you get everything. Those things matter a lot. I've gone through an Airbnb once, never again. I'll never trust it again. I might do it maybe if I have like a lot of friends, and we might do it. But I would next time if there's an issue like I had now, I would fucking issue a refund or just dip out and go to a hotel, like straight up. Pretty much. I don't trust Airbnb. Always do hotel. Same. I'm just gonna do that now.
We don't want to like cook them dinner. Like,
don't all businesses do that? You are right, all businesses do that. In the end of the day, there are some businesses out there that has a value in like hospitalities, and also in creating a warmer product for individuals. That is because that is doing them personal good. But in the end of the day, most businesses don't operate that. Usually those things are related to family businesses or solo owned or something like specific. But the thing is that there's a bigger like incentive for hotels to have services, keep things clean, and having those specific things that matter to individuals that are renting a room or renting an apartment or something like that Airbnb hosts don't often oblige with or care for. The biggest thing, again, is honestly just having it clean. Because in a hotel, you have the rankings, you have reviews, you have so many things that rate your work. But for an Airbnb, you only have the rating of customer like usage, and those can be bought. Those can be discussed with the customers. Those can be removed. And most of the time, if you see an Airbnb with 3-star, you think to yourself, oh my God, it's just 3 stars. I don't even know. Like, how far does the Airbnb go to 5? Let's say it goes to 5. If you see a hotel, like you see a hotel with 3-star, you're kind of getting the full experience. It's going to be clean. You're going to get service. But if you go to an Airbnb with 3 stars, there might be a situation where you'll find spiders, ants, things can be dirty, you're not going to see the host, there might be something wrong, and etc. But if you but in a hotel, if you go for 3 stars, you get probably the whole charade. You get the whole business. There are more reasons, there are more values that a hotel needs to follow compared to an Airbnb. I just think Airbnb sucks, straight up. I think this shit is dog shit. I think people are just trying to get as much money and scam people as much as possible. I don't like it.
We actually don't care about the breakfast part of B&B. We're just a bed. Fucking figure it out. And this is the saddest part, is that the pendulum swing that we've seen as a result here is that in some ways, Airbnbs are actually less personal than hotels ever were. Check-in is contactless, It's done through the app. There's no common area or services on site where people can mingle. And in many cases, the connection that you have to the host is not actually the host, it's just a manager who's been paid to oversee the business.
And I think this is fitting for this modern day where people have social anxieties and don't even want to interact in any sort of way. I get how people want to have less contact, but in the end of the day, you just have to talk to the receptionist for 5 seconds to get your key. And even that is a big enough step that people wish to avoid, and they rent an Airbnb. Like, come on, man.
But Airbnb does know that this authentic experience that they base their business on, that has been stripped entirely from the experience for most people using the platform, is important. And so they've turned this negative for the consumer into a positive for the business. You can now book authentic experiences alongside your stay through the Airbnb platform. But you know who was previously the one who would help book you a massage or a yoga class while you were staying in a new place? It was the fucking hotel that you were staying at. But hey, really quick, did you know that this channel is a 1% for the planet member? If you don't know what that is, basically it means that we donate 1% of our total revenue for the year to an environmental or social organization that we believe in. Every year we post a poll on our Patreon page or our community tab to give y'all the chance to dictate where that money goes. And so based on whatever percentage the poll receives, we donate the equivalent amount of money to that organization. So your vote really does matter. If you're already a member, this is sort of like your reminder to go and check that out. And if you're not, maybe consider joining. Patreon is the best way to directly help this channel because on top of the 1% annual donation, every single dollar that this channel earns is divided equally between myself, Matthew, and Lou. There's a private Discord community where we let off steam about the absurdity of our consumerist world and share hacks on how to avoid it. And it's just a really good time. So thank you for considering it, and now let's get right back into the video. But listen, all of this is bad, right? But what I think Airbnb did that is way more dramatic than disrupting the hotel industry is that they became a symbol for the housing crisis that we are feeling around the world. Yes, of course, there are a lot of factors that play into this. It's not just short-term rentals that make the biggest impact, but they represent an extreme that wasn't there before. Because Airbnb is effectively a wealth multiplier for a bunch of people who already had enough money in the first place. And the way that it came into the world just feels too coincidental. You might not know the exact date the Airbnb launched, but it was August 11th, 2008, within a month of the Lehman Brothers bankruptcy and basically the peak of the 2008 financial crisis. This was one of the biggest wealth transfers in US history. A ton of people lost their homes, and a lot of people bought those homes for significantly less money. And then at the same time, an app emerges that allows all of these homeowners, these people who have all of these additional properties, to earn 2 or 3 times the amount of money that they could have rented it to a long-term renter. Like the timing of that is crazy. Yeah. And the double or like triple irony, I don't even know where we're at right now, but like the irony here too is that the story of Airbnb is about a couple of guys who couldn't afford rent in San Francisco, and so they had to rent out an air mattress on their floor to make rent. Now, is that story real? I mean, come on, this is a Silicon Valley startup, you know?
I who knows? But like, you know what is funny is that this situation is repeating right now. I mean, I remember, I don't remember how long it was, but like I was at a grocery store and this old lady was talking about, like, that worked there, was talking to this other old lady while I was putting shit in my bag. And she was telling her, that other old lady, that, hey, my daughter had to sell her house because they just don't have enough money now to pay the bills, to buy stuff because prices are so high now. So I think like the thing is, what's happening is that, yeah, we have inflation now and prices for things are skyrocketing, but the money you earn at your job doesn't go up anymore. It hasn't gone up nearly at all compared to what the costs are. Like if you get $100 every day, right? And you now get $110 and you used to pay $20 for groceries. If they increase to $40, now that you lost a little bit more money. You didn't earn $110 more. You're down. You're down money. And this is what's happening. And it's happening more and more. And more people have to sell their properties. They have to sell their apartments, their houses, because they need to move out. They need to move to a cheaper place. And they need to get some more extra money real quick. And it sucks. And that's where these individuals are going to take advantage from it again.
Everybody started their business in their garage or basement, you know, to go on to become a millionaire. And don't think that I'm saying that everyone who has an Airbnb is just a terrible person, because the truth is the system is just so messed up that in order to afford a house in any capacity, a lot of people just need to put an Airbnb into their equation to make those mortgage payments.
Most people who are under 25 will never be able to afford a house in the US ever in their life. So you're telling me everybody under the 25 now will probably never be able to afford a house? What about the people that are 30-year-old? Do you think they will be able to afford a house? Or is it because, like, at the moment, I think it's really hard out there. I think you need to work smart. You need to live with your parents. You need to figure out things to even own a house or own an apartment, because it's really hard to get a step in. But once you've had your step into the housing market, trust me, things are going to get easier. Everything's going to get really easy. If anybody is 18 years old, the only advice I could have for you is save as much money as possible. Live with your parents so you can buy a place. Buy it as quick as possible, because trust me, as someone that bought a place in their 20s, it is one of the greatest feelings I've ever had, and I still cherish it so much.
And so, yeah, like I'm saying, you know, oh, it's a platform filled with people who don't actually give a shit about the art of hosting, but it's because people have been forced into this situation. Yeah, you may not care about your guests' experience because you didn't want to have someone in your house in the first place. You didn't want to have to rent out your garage. So there's a couple of really awesome options out there that aren't Airbnb that I think capture a lot of the spirit that it was supposed to have in the first place. One of them is Warm Showers. It is specifically a platform that helps connect traveling cyclists with other willing hosts. And it's cool because it's really specific around a community of people who like biking and like being outside. So you know right off the bat that the person who's coming into your home is going to be the kind of person who you'd probably get along with already, you know? Couch surfing is another great option. It's more broad. It's kind of for anyone, I believe. And it's not based on money. You're not supposed to be making money through couch surfing. You're supposed to be gaining the experience of meeting somebody new who comes into your home, and they are getting a place to stay. And what I love about a non-moneyed exchange like this is that you get to meet people where they're at, and you get to offer something in return that may be of better value. Like maybe you show up and you're like, hey, you know what? Like your kids sleeping downstairs, why don't you guys go out and do grocery shopping? And well, it's kind of weird. I don't know if you let some random stranger watch your kid. That's maybe
probably not a good idea. I mean, it depends where you live. I'm from a rural area, and if you want a home in the city, you do have to rent. Not enough well-paid jobs there to buy a home in the city. Renting, I have always viewed this, and we have somebody here that I bet they would probably view the same way. I think renting is a scam in many ways. I think it's very much a scam. I would try to, as much as possible, live somewhere dirt cheap or live with your parents. Renting is total waste of money. That's right. And K-Care is somebody that is in real estate. Everybody in real estate know we're scamming you when it comes to renting, and definitely renting in the city, because you are instead of blowing your money on a loan, you're blowing your money on somebody else that is paying a loan because you're paying them, and they are making the funds and money from the property themselves. You are literally paying their investments. And what do people do? What are you going to do when you live in a rural area and there's no work near you? Well, I don't know what the name is in English for it, but it's called peddling in my language. I'm not sure if the same word is in English, but basically it is that you are traveling far distance to do work. You're traveling from a city to another city to do work. And yeah, that's annoying to travel that far, to spend that much time. And maybe it'll cost. Commuting, is that the word for it? Thank you. I never knew what it was. So commuting, yeah, that's probably it. I don't know what the word is. So yeah, that is exactly it. And that's what people do to make money, because you're saving so much. If you are renting, you are throwing money out of the window. And that's just a factor. That's just a fact, and it sucks. And some people have to do it. Some people just actually have to do it. But if you in any sort of way can do commuting and work somewhere else, that is the play to go, because you need to save as much money as possible. Here is the reality of thing, and I didn't think we were going to talk about that. Speaking about Airbnb, prices are going up, and the amount of money you're earning is not going to go up. You gotta make as much to survive. If you want to get anything, you want to step anywhere, you gotta make as much as to survive, and you gotta cut costs. You gotta learn how to deal with money. You can't waste it everywhere. That is pretty much it. Not worth it? Well, if it's not worth for you, then that's your choice. That is 100% not your choice. Inflation is going to kill us all. Exactly. And if you're not there to work around the inflation and survive through it, that's just going to be bad for you when you're 40, when you're 50. What are you going to do? Are you going to work a 9 to 5 and barely be able to pay rent for the rest of your life? Is that what you want to do? Because trust me, having some extra disposable income to treat yourself, to travel, to buy stuff for your kids, your family, or whatever, those are treats everybody deserve. But being devoured by the cost that this world is providing is excruciating and exhausting. And it's not something you should wish to strive for in your future. What am I going to do? Sell drugs? Drugs are also going to be rougher, man.
So you're getting to meet somebody. You're really getting to have that honest human connection with another person. And you know what? In some cases,
I know everything.
It's
fine,
like,
it's
wow,
fine.
I don't actually want to spend any more time with that person, and that's okay. You know what? Sometimes that's what it's about. You got to risk the social interaction to get the social interaction, if you know what I mean. Everybody wants a village, but nobody wants to be a villager. And I think Airbnb is like the exact opposite. The tech world seems to do this with everything that it touches. It takes a good idea, something that's grounded in something real, and it turns it into a capitalistic, money-making machine that prioritizes convenience and income over everything. So next time you want to go traveling, consider those options. And if you want to be a host in your own life, just invite people to your house. Like, you know, I'm shooting this in my spare room. I had the mattress pulled out just before I filmed this. You can do this on your own. But if you like today's video, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of them, we upload every single week somehow. So we'll see you around for another upload.
W video. Loved it. It was great. Yeah, I mean, personally for me, I think the value of Airbnb has gone down. I think some people can see a value in it if you, I don't know. I just haven't really seen anything interesting. I prefer hotels. I'd rather rent a 4 to 5 star hotel than pay the same amount for like a mediocre Airbnb. But that's just me. If I was going with like a bunch of homies though and sticking around for a week, maybe I'd rent an Airbnb. Probably would be a good idea. It has its moments, it has its situations, but in general, if I go on a vacation, I would probably just rent a hotel. But yeah, you tell me down below what you think. Like the video, enjoy it, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Man, I pay $900 a month for mortgage, and I've been paying it for 6 years. Because of interest, I've only paid like 8K out of... Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? And you know what's funny is that mortgage, they're saying like, hey, you're going to be paying that with this for 20 years. And then the interest is pulling up, and I'm like, oh, really? Is this going to be paid in 20 years, or is it going to be paid when I'm dead? How long is this planning to go? What are you playing around with, Mr. Bank? Your interest is too high. You gotta, yeah, it's nuts, dude. You gotta pay like a massive amount. You really do. I mean, that's cheap, honestly. It will be paid in 20 years as they take their interest first. Yeah. $120,000 is nothing. It is not that crazy. I bet like you will have like a breakthrough somewhere in your life and you'll pay most of it. They're wanting to do 50-year mortgage. 50? That is not allowed here. We can't do that. If you specialize in something, you can get 30 years. But most of the time it's 20 years. You can't really go over that. It's like 10 to 20 years. Not 5 to 20 years, I mean. 5 to 20 years. But you could also just pay everything one day. Like that works as well. Remember my mom bought a place and she had to... she just basically paid all in a year. Lucky I bought it before COVID and almost 200K. That's good. You got it. If you pay an extra 100 per month, you will be done in 2 years earlier with the mortgage. There you go. It's crazy, isn't it? You can find a cheap apartment in Kaunas for 200 a month. Really not worth the drive for an hour. Depends how much the cost is. You need to calculate it. The worth of it, like how big of a difference is the cost, because you gotta have gas and everything for the drive, right? And then the time investment. So if your wages didn't go up by 21.5%, you are losing money. I don't think it happened to anybody. I don't think, unless you change job, I don't think your wage has gone up. Whenever a wage goes up, it goes up by small percentile, doesn't it? Like overall, I know like whenever, and this happens mostly to people with minimum wage. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like mostly happens to people with minimum wage, and they get like barely anything extra. Yeah, I'll be 48 instead of 50. Hey, you still own the property. Keep in mind, you still own the property and you still own what that property is worth though, even though you're paying a mortgage. The world is weird. It is a weird place. It's rough out there. It is definitely rough out there. You gotta have your breakthroughs. And that's why it's good to have disposable income, because you can use that disposable income to get like something out. You can pay your mortgage even faster. You can invest in things. You can do some new projects. It depends on you where you value things, but yeah. It is I don't know, like you know who I think it's sad for? Can you imagine for the ones that are kids now, when nearly every idea and every business has been made, nearly everything has been done, they've lost the chance for everything and everything has gone up by so much. Trouble is, you need to get the point to have a disposable income. Most people live paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, being a wage cut, yeah, it happens to a lot. It is rough. I just learned recently that I have some stocks in State Railway from my dad. He worked there. Crazy. Are they worth a lot? That's good though. Having some stocks is good, but it depends on what it is or what the value is for them. Nope. Well, you gotta cross your fingers. Maybe one day it will be worth a lot of money. The future is cyberpunk, just without the cool robot arms. You think so? Probably. Businesses are just gonna be owning everything. They're gonna do whatever they want. 89% of people in my country own a home. That is not the case here. Barely anybody owns a home here. I mean, that's not all true, but like most young people, everybody under 35, there's not that many people under 35 that own a house or an apartment. Most people that are able to buy that are like a couple, like they bought it together. There's barely anybody that buys a place on their own. Oh shit. Oh shit. Breaking the mold of Gen Z. Wow. All right. UB and AI will actually save the mass populace. I don't know why so many people try to resist it. I don't think it will help people. I think it will help people a certain way, but when it comes to money, unless you take advantage of those things, you are going to get cucked. You are not going to earn a lot of money on. You're not going to do well. No freaking way. Yeah. No, that shit is going to fuck you. That's going to fuck up most people. Gonna be less work there. Addy Genshin! Buy nothing, pay never. We're not buying your crap anymore. The rebellion has begun. What the fuck is this shit? Buy nothing, pay never. We're not buying your crap anymore. The rebellion has begun. Stand up, brother. What the fuck? Now that is a recommendation. What the fuck is this? I'm alive. My god, I haven't seen you in chat in ages. Hope you're doing good, Genshin. Welcome, welcome. AI is already revolutionizing many fields in like science. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is. It is the step. It's the next step in humanity for many aspects. It is a great thing, but it's a horrible thing that want to work in the market because less jobs will be open. In the long run, it will save your children. How will it save your children? They're not getting any money from that. No, but I do trust rich people rather pay nothing to robots than having to employ people who complain, don't show up to work and cost more, but you need those people. Those entry-level jobs are important because you need to have an entry-level job. They need to exist in this ecosystem. We need to have them out there because people need money. Students need money, and people need to learn basic things within the work field. They can't just jump in there and start becoming a lawyer. Everybody needs to have an entry level somewhere. For $0, you can own nothing. Amazing. Isn't that great? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Final year, you're kicking hard, but I have now 3 more months to go. Ooh, well, congrats. I'm happy for you. It will be nice whenever you're done. I bet it will feel so great. I can actually predict the structure of protein, which will help develop future vaccines and cures and deadly diseases. Oh yeah, it will do that. It will definitely do that. But entry-level job evaporating now, and that sucks. People need those entry-level jobs. They have their purpose and they're important. Unless the state will start giving everybody money, it's not helping us in any sort of way, right? Like, and I don't think the state is going to give everybody money. Like, they're talking about, what the fuck are they talking about now here? They're talking about doing some tax bullshit to get more people to work, right? But there's no jobs. People are not finding any jobs. Simply, social services are already on the brink of collapse. Whatever you pay now for your pension, when the kids get there, it will be empty. So I don't understand how that would be great for the kids. I don't get how that will be great. We have saying in the language, the only thing that you can get for free is a punch in the face. You're not getting anything for free out there. The state wants your money. They are not giving you money. I don't have pension. I don't think so. I don't know how it works for you over there, but like if you, as long as you're paying taxes, you should have some. I just sent you a picture. Oh shit, Cake. I didn't even see you sent those messages before. I'm sorry. Yeah. Decline in birth rate 1950 to 2021. What the fuck? Yeah, look at this, guys. Man. South Korea is winning. Wow. You know, like, this is a multiplicative issue because it's not just because people are a little bit more sassy now when it comes to dating. It's because the costs are so high for everything that it costs too much to date. People don't have the money anymore to date, so they just like nothing happens. South Korea will have a native population of 2% in 50 years times. That is insane. That is actually insane. There won't be enough people for it. I do wonder how the world will be in like 30 years. No more K-pop. That's gone. Don't need to date, get married at 18. I wish, dude. I wish life was that easy that I found the perfect one at 18. I'm telling you, UB will happen and then will flip. Flippy will take over McDonald's, etc. What would you do? What will you do when all simple, easy jobs are replaced with robots and those people have no jobs? They're gonna die. I mean, they might be getting assistance from the state in some way, but they're gonna just probably most of the time die. They're not gonna live in cities anymore. They're gonna live outdoor, like somewhere else in rural areas that nobody's at. And just gonna die. Kill them and send them to war or Ruby. Yeah. Why do you need to get married when you will have a robot cat female AI? That sounds great. You're so right for that. So true, King. So true. We will all just date AI. That will definitely solve the population issue. We will kill our bloodline by dating robots. Oh, yes. That was just stupid. My son will never date a clanker. Oh,
anyways,
shit.
Daddy.
That'll be the next thing. That'll be the next thing for kids to rebel with their parents, is that they're dating our AI. They're dating a robot. Oh my fucking god. What a world we live in. My lord. What the fuck is this?
Emotional damage.
Twitch don't like the R word? Oops, which R word? The re one? Hi Booba, how you doing? Welcome. Oh yeah. I don't know. I mean, people are saying it all the time. I don't think they give a shit. I saw a TikTok about a generation being robophobic in the future, calling robots spark donkeys and tin skins. This is the next form of racism. They're just moving on to robots. It automates my message. Oh yeah, probably does. I can't see automod, so I don't know. Anyways, my lord, let's get in another video in. I want to take a look at this. I love looking at lasers, so I'm gonna check it out in a minute. I gotta get a good conversation though. That was a fun conversation, but in the end of the day, I think it will be rough for people. I don't know. I don't think universal income will really be much of a thing. Like, it won't be enough to help people out personally. I think it will just work out horribly. Like this. The government is ran in a way where they need to take taxes from people. They need to steal money from the people living there. And millionaires and billionaires, the rich, are just moving out of countries that are taking too much taxes. I'm going to use AI to make a bunch of cat girl OnlyFans models. Yeah, you should do that. Do that. A lot of guys are doing it. We will have to rely on streamers giving their chatters money. Well, nobody would be streamers then. Nobody would want to click the like button if that was the case. You need to understand, streamers are internet beggars. Instead of begging on the street, we're begging live. So we can't flip that. We can't turn that around. That's not how it works. Hey, why have we gotten paid lately? Hey, why have I not gotten paid lately? Where are the 100 gifted? Where's the donos, man? What happened? You guys don't support me enough. Why are they not filled with a bunch of subs in the chat right now? What the fuck is this, huh? What is this nonsense? Do you think I stream for free? Huh? You think... Dude, I love when streamers crash out like that about money. That's so funny. It's so fucking funny. Holy shit. I cannot believe. I often can't. I saw that recently a streamer were crashing out about not getting enough money. Like, I'm just like, come on, you bitch. Go get a job. What do you be happy you have people chatting with you while you stream? Holy shit. Take my Prime, bruh. Appreciate it. Wait, did you Prime? Why is there no notification? Where is the notification? Yeah, it's weird, right? I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I have an electricity bill today. Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, guys, I need to pay bills. Can y'all sub? We need to have 200 subs. Or I'm not gonna go live. I'm never gonna go live again. Jesus Christ. Shut up. I guess because I got gifted while lurking. Oh, probably, yeah. Why does the sad hamster appear when you say, oh, because it's a 7TV emotes? Hi, zombie. It's been a while. Hope you're doing good, zombie. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that shit is crazy. Holy.
Yeah, Talinia.
Stop. Doing good. How about you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Besides being kind of annoyed there's no snow outside, I'm great. I had like a Christmas feeling at the start of the year and that went away like real quick. I don't have a Christmas feeling anymore. I haven't seen any. I've barely seen snow this month. It's so ass. So boring. Like, actually so warm you can just walk around. Like, you can. I see people jogging around without a shirt. Can you believe that? It's so warm in fucking Norway that people jog around without a shirt in December. What the fuck? I'm not feeling in the Christmas mood this year. No, neither am I. 60F outside. Is that warm? I might work Christmas Eve, so Sag, do you get a lot of money for that? We've had like 2 days of snow. Dude, I think I also had like 2 days of snow, but it wasn't even full days. It was like snow in the morning, and then during early afternoon, it started raining and just turned all that snow into ice instantly, a slug. And it was gone then like at the evening. Like, it's just like, okay, well, that was great. Thank you for snow for a few hours. Like, fuck you, bitch. Like, what the hell is this shit? But I know I'm off on Christmas. That's a plus. I'm glad to hear that. I have vacation since Friday. I'm glad to take a bit of break. It's been such a busy freaking year, man. I hope that next year will be a little less. I'm taking less responsibility next year, so it'll be good. I want to try to do something new. Like, not like, I mean, new as a side extra stuff. So I'm taking some more time. Didn't know you were the nation of Norway. Yeah, I am the entire nation of Norway. Xmas E working sucks. It depends where you do work. If you work in retail or customer service, I bet it's like dog shit. But yeah, it kind of ruins the mood. But I don't know. I kind of liked working Christmas. Probably not Christmas Eve. That definitely sucks. Like that you just lose Christmas. Like, fuck that. But around like the holidays, I always loved to work because they would usually pay you a lot of money. I was like, that's a good bonus. Or ice. I don't have the I wish it would snow and ice so I don't have to go but I have to work from home. Dude, I don't want any ice, but I wish it snowed. Man, climate change is real. As far as I know, it's not even climate change. I think it's something about like the sun, and it happens sometimes. I don't know, but it might also be climate change. It sucks. A script for lurking? That sounds cool. The problem is that Mad is lurking doesn't even work anymore. Twitch patched it. Or I don't even know. I as far as I know, Twitch patched it. Thank you for the Prime, Matt. I can see it now. Where's the notification? Huh?
Madras just subscribed.
Appreciate it. Love you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Got updated.
Thank you. Thank you. Actually, for 2 months. Jesus Christ. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. In Italy, Xmas Eve is like a real Xmas. Is the same for you guys? What do you mean by real Christmas? Christmas is 24th. Okay, so do you want to know how Christmas work in Norway? It starts I need to remember actually. Yeah, I was right. Okay, great. Christmas starts 23rd in Norway and it ends on 27th. We have 5 total days of Christmas. 23rd, and then we have the Christmas dinner on 24th. And then we have the like small Christmas days, 3 small Christmas day. We call it like little Christmas days. Wait, what? Yeah. Because you need to know that Christmas used to be a Viking tradition that the Roman pilgrims integrated into the Christian religion to validate a bigger reason for actually the Vikings or Norwegians to jump into Christianity. It's like a big thing. So we had like nearly a whole week of celebration. So a lot of our Viking traditions are still around this month. So our Christmas is it's like 5 days. We celebrate it for 5 days. We have like the pre-Christmas Eve and stuff like that, and then the small Christmas days. Wasn't it a pagan holiday? It was a Viking holiday. It's a Viking tradition that we had because during this time it's so dark and depressing, and it's just an awful time to be in Norway. So they had like specific events and celebrations to make it a little bit more cherishable and enjoyable. Oh, true. Adley's a Viking bloodline. I am. I'm a little bit mixed, though. A little bit mixed. Also, I have, like, English blood in me as well. Bum, bum, bum. But I'm glad that but I have a lot of Viking genetics because I can go in, like, -degrees and not be cold. I think my sister lost that, though. Like, I don't know what's wrong with her. She gets cold, like, at +10 Celsius. And I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean it doesn't work? Twitch 2025 recap says that 58 hours. Oh yeah, but you know, lurkers usually lurk to watch streams to add like a view count, right? And or just to generally, like, that's like how it works. Like people that actually just tune on the stream to lurk. Most of the time lurkers actually watch the stream, but there's a group of viewers out there that turn up a stream just to be an extra view count, right? And that doesn't work anymore because they kind of like removed it for stupid reasons. Celsius, I don't even understand why y'all use Fahrenheit. I'll be real. I don't get it. I don't think I'll ever learn Fahrenheit and stuff like that. I always need a calculator to understand like the differences. So it counts as hours, but it doesn't count the view. Yeah, you might be on the user list and Fosabot will count the hours. But it doesn't count the views unless you're like talking or something. I don't even know. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Personally, I don't care. I don't open up Twitch. I don't really care. I don't open up Twitch. But I'm just saying, if you had a system to lurk to be a viewer, that doesn't work anymore. That's just what I'm saying. Absolute zero comes from Fahrenheit. I don't understand it. I don't understand why it is used, but whatever. Hmm. As someone who uses both, Fahrenheit is for humans, Celsius for nerds. You meant Fahrenheit is for Americans and Celsius is for the rest of the world? Do even Canadians use Fahrenheit, or is it just United States? Like Canada and Mexico, do they use Fahrenheit or do they use Celsius? Celsius is so confusing. How is it confusing? It is a smaller number. How is it confusing? You got freezing point and like not freezing points. Degrees freedom. What the hell is a kilometer? Nah, man, if you're 100 Fahrenheit outside, it's hot. That's why Fahrenheit is the best. Like you, 37 Celsius. 37 Celsius? That is warm. Holy shit. 32 Fahrenheit is 0 Celsius. Like, why? Why is it 32? Like, that's crazy. What the fuck? Also, 76 to 78 Fahrenheit is the same temperature in Celsius. What are you saying? What does that even mean? I don't know. Whatever. We have the internet. We have AI. We have calculators now. People can figure out what the fuck things are. 100 Celsius is boiling water. 100 Celsius is not boiling water point. Is it? Yeah, and then you say 212. Isn't it easier to say 100 instead of 212? 33 instead of 0? I'm not sure how boiling water is 100. Yeah, it is. Celsius is better for math, honestly. It's better for you as an individual as well. Fahrenheit is better for understanding human temperature. Why? Is it because the number is bigger so you can be like more, like, I don't know, more specific? Chi-Chi has landed. Hello? Which Chi-Chi? There are too many Chi-Chis. Welcome, Chi-Chi. Because 100 Fahrenheit is like hot? Yeah, obviously. But what does that mean? I don't even know. Dude, let's move on. Dude, I don't know shit. I don't know Fahrenheit. Let's move on. Measure it in Kelvin? Dude, I don't know anything, man. Let's just make a new system entirely. Yes, that's what we do. You say yes. No. Yeah. Dude, I could see America do another system. My brain is melting. I can't, man. I don't know. I've been missing. Well, welcome back. How many Calvins? Yeah, let's make Calvins. Let's use Calvins now. What is 5 Calvins? Kelvin is German? What? 17 Kelvin is boiling point. Yep. Minus 17 Kelvin is freezing point. There you go, guys. K is a measure of energy. Oh my God. They already have feet. What unit do they want now? Hands, fingers, ears, tongue? The toe measurement. One big toe or one long toe? Dude, I don't want to do this anymore. I've had enough. I don't like these measurements. Just use AI. Like, we need just use AI to figure out anything. Just ask AI what it is. At least we drove on the right side of the road. What is the right side of the road? Isn't it the right side? No, wait, do you drive on the left side?
I will send you to Jesus.
Wait, do Americans drive on the left side? Wait, where do you sit on your car? Do you guys have it like the British where your car seat is on the right? No. Wait, you do? Your car, wait, you're telling me the driver's seat is on the right side of the car? Now we have it normal, so you have the left side, on the left side. Okay, so the driver sits on the left side and you drive on the right side. Correct? Is that correct? Then we have the same way. What are you talking about? Then we drive the same way. Is it only England? Like, is it only UK to have it the fucked up way? I think only UK has the fucked up. Wait, listen, even Kelvin is easier than Shut up! Stop with Kelvin! I don't want to hear more Kelvin. I'm done with measurements. I've had enough. No more Fahrenheit, no more Kelvin, no more Celsius. Let's move on. I've had enough. Dude, my brain, there's no snow. That's it. There's no snow. I don't want snow. Kelvin and a hobby is Japan and South Africa too. Wait, really? No. Japan? I don't remember that. Dude, I was in Japan so long. I don't remember. Wait, we don't need to talk about Kelvin. We got videos to react to. Who the fuck is Calvin? Calvin Klein. You need new boxers. Guyana too? They drive the opposite side than America? And the whole world nailed them. Holy. The big thing that America can't figure out is how to pass and use roundabouts. Oh my god. Great conversation, y'all. Next time, next year, right? Great combo. We talked about a lot of stupid shit. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Let's go next video. Cue next video. My brain not working again? Mine stopped working a long time ago. I gave up. What is this? Guys, what is this? I think we need to watch this video. What is this? Gatsu, what have you created?
ICE does the most brutal raids possible, deports people to countries they didn't even come from, deports them to El Salvadorian prison camps where they go missing. They go missing inside the US too. They create concentration camps with worms in the food. A Chinese immigrant was found dead in ICE detention with his hands and feet tied. Injustice anywhere might as well be happening right next to you, because the US is so influential, it will eventually influence your own country too. And me personally, I don't want to see this bullshit in my country. They do these raids because they say these illegal immigrants are criminals. They don't do anything and they take American taxpayer money, which is why they raid places of employment like construction sites. They're even dangerous. Just look at this mother being detained without a warrant. I'm sure she must be some sort of Al-Qaeda, Hamas terrorist.
She is a mafia. She's probably some mafia individual, like constant, like selling drugs to kids. You know what's nuts? I saw like these I saw these posts, like this Swedish guy, I don't know how old he was, like maybe like 20 years old, and he's like, he was born in Sweden, he lived in Sweden until he was 3 years old, and then his parents moved to America. and he's lived in America since he was 3 years old, and he got deported to Sweden. No criminal record. And I've seen like multiple cases like that. I feel like at this point, like ICE is just like I don't really pay too much attention to this. So all information I know is through TikTok. So I don't know how valid these sources are. But it looks like to me, ICE is just like AOE farm. They're just AOEing anybody they can. Any sort of attachment that looks like they aren't like born in the country, you're getting out.
Countless videos on the internet. When you work in ICE, you're supposed to arrest people your country doesn't want in their borders by ethnicity. When you work in Gestapo, you are supposed to arrest people your country doesn't want in their borders by ethnicity. Usually, needing to have a strong guy to look out for who is good to go and not good to go. The weirdest thing is how they arrest citizens born in America and the ones that got naturalized legally by living in the US for like 15 fucking years. Bro, if you live anywhere for 15 years, you're a loco.
A terrified woman flees 2 men in masks.
Leave
me alone! It's not a mugging. She's an American citizen being chased by ICE agents who...
I love the fucking eagle sounds in the background. Can we go back? Just listen to this.
It's not a mugging. She's an American citizen being chased by ICE agents who think she's here illegally.
And these people who are deported are sometimes not deported to their own home country, but whatever they look like. Such as when they deported this massive Cuban Trump supporter. I could give you a million guesses and you would never guess where they deported this dude from Cuba to. They deported him to fucking Eswatini. As you can see on this map, there's a very large distance between Cuba and Eswatini. I also want to thank my sponsor for today, CyberGhost VPN. These guys are very popular with over 38 million users worldwide and over 20,000 excellent reviews on Trustpilot. You know how much 38 million people is? That's like all of Canada. And in today's age where privacy is being absolutely cooked by countries and companies, using incognito mode does not do anything. Your internet service provider, your school, even your home Wi-Fi router, they can all track what you do online. And that's where CyberGhost VPN solves the issue. Select one of their over 100 locations before you browse to encrypt and reroute all of your traffic through their secure servers. This way, no one will even know about your online activity. CyberGhost also unlocks geo-restricted games and content from over 40 streaming platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, anything. And you can even score better deals online by simply changing your virtual location. It works on all major devices and operating systems, Windows, Mac, Android, iOS, and you can protect up to 7 devices at the same time, which is very good for sharing with friends and family.
I got NordVPN. I think I've heard that NordVPN is the best one. I'm not sure. I haven't really invested time into it, but I don't know. They're probably all nearly the same.
In the description, you get their best deal ever. Just $2.03 a month, plus 4 months for free, which is 84% off. There's even a 45-day money-back guarantee.
No
so
way.
You have nothing to lose.
So you can get this, use it for 44 days, cancel it, and then use another email and get another 44 days, and then do it again. Get it for free, guys.
It's a great product. Also, $2 a month for a VPN is very good. Also, I can personally attest that it has good download and upload speeds, and they have good servers, so they're not like cheaping out on this. By signing up using my link in the description, you can also help me create more videos like this one. And yeah, thank you to CyberGhost VPN for the sponsor. Or how people just randomly get sent to El Salvador, including Venezuelans that got deported from America and then got tortured in the prisons in El Salvador. These people escaped their countries to make money and send money back home because the US ruined their fucking hometowns, ruined all of Latin America completely, overthrowing their governments for fucking bananas, and then after the only way to make money that was left was to immigrate to America, they send them to El Salvador where they are tortured. And you know, with ICE, you have to carry your papers with you showing that you legally can be in the country. So when these officers come up to you to ask you for your papers, you don't get imprisoned. We had a dude doing the same exact thing here in Europe. It was a whole thing where you needed to carry your papers with you at all times.
Yeah.
How about an armband as well? So these nice officers don't have to go through the trouble of checking all these people's papers. And even if you carry your papers with you, these motherfuckers will just say your passport is not real and arrest you.
How many United States military veterans have you deported?
I've seen
Sir,
this.
we have not deported U.S. citizens or military veterans.
Madam Secretary, we are joined on Zoom by a gentleman named Sejun Park. He is a
Damn.
United States Army combat veteran who was shot twice while serving our country in Panama in 1989. Earlier this year, you deported him to Korea, a country he hasn't lived in since he was 7 years old.
I think that is nuts. Bro has been in the army. Lived there since he was 7. He's an old man now. He's a veteran. And Americans value veterans like nearly no other country do. Like the way you guys value your US Marines are completely different. You have like a whole entire different dynamic. And to send this man that took shots for the country out to Korea that he hasn't lived since I was 7 years old. Now that is a crazy step.
ICE has zero morals. They arrest mothers in front of schools. They give people seizures. They pull guns on people. They shove women to the ground. They pepper spray
Use
priests.
Marines? That's not
And
what I
this all
said.
depends on how you look. And I hope you're ready to get
US
harassed
Marines.
anytime.
Oh, I don't know what I said. No, I forgot.
From here? What's here?
Damn.
What country were you born here?
Ooh. What country were you born in?
What country were you born in?
But the best thing is you don't even have to be illegal for ICE to arrest you or minimum harass you. There are so many videos online of Americans getting arrested because they're black or Hispanic. And the reason I care about this so much is because whatever happens in the US happens in the rest of the world too, because it's such an important country. And personally, I don't want
That is true, but it's minimizing every month. The value of America in Europe now has gone down by a lot. Like a lot of businesses have distanced themselves from American businesses, and a lot of things that, you know, like Hollywood, their market has gone down. Their influence has gone down. A lot of American influence in the world has shifted a lot, and I think it's actually insane how drastically that has shifted in a quick way. Like if we go 5 years back, American market was extremely valued in Europe, but right now it has been undervalued so much. Yeah, I heard that Europe in IT infrastructure is moving away from America. Not even IT. Nearly every business that it has a deal with physical products have nearly moved away in most countries in Europe. And they're trying to move away. US market is going down. I know everybody's waiting for, because Trump is like saying America is going to be great again. America, listen, I love my American friends. I think America is great in many ways. I like America. I've never been to America. I would love to visit, but like there's so many things about America right now that is just not great. And they have completely fought against their friends now. A country, this is the thing people don't think about. Denmark used to be America's one of their number one allies. Denmark. Who gives a shit about Denmark? Hey, I'm a country like that, a small country like that with a lot of wealth, a lot of European influence. That is a great ally to have. But they have put now America as an enemy. In the Danish view now, America is an enemy. From one of their greatest allies to an enemy. And things are shifting everywhere in the world. Competitor, enemy. They are set as an enemy, not as a competitor. America is set as an enemy for Scandinavian countries. And this is the case, is that you guys don't know how Scandinavia works. Yeah, we have Europe, European Union, but Scandinavia has a very specific way of working together where it becomes very awkward. Because Norway is extremely friendly with America, for example. Norway allowed US Marines to like work here. We have bases there. While one of our brethren countries have set you guys as enemies because of Iceland. Please do tell, because you guys want to take away something that is owned by in Denmark. Trump has multiple times talked about taking over a country that is owned by Denmark. And it looks like a lot of operations are viewing in a sense where they need to have night watches and things. Greenland, I'm talking about Greenland, sorry. Oh, the Greenland thing? Yeah, exactly. Greenland, yeah, I'm talking about, I said Iceland, I misspoke. I meant Greenland. Because like the whole thing, the charade there has never ended. It's still going on, and it gets worse and worse with the more time that has. And I heard it like last week or something that they set US as an enemy, which is just an insane thing to end the year on. And this is a problem that is going to escalate in many, many fields. But he hasn't moved toward anything for that yet. So far as I understand, it doesn't matter for, I haven't put too much time into it, but I know that Denmark has put a lot more resources into defending Greenland. And these things are just one aspect that is really bad. Now it comes to business and it comes to economics, because a lot of businesses are now working internally in Europe, and they rather work with Asian businesses instead. China is pretty big now, and more things are going away and degrading from anything that is sourced from US. Same goes with when it comes to military. A lot of fundings were worked toward America and used them as a base of operation when it came to having military, having US Marines, having US like bases around, and having like a collaboration, and not needing to spend too much money on their own military, and instead spend money on US military, because that was allied. It was like an allied forces. Now you can see Germany's planning to spend a lot of money on their armies. You're going to see you see a lot of countries are spending more and more money on their military, and there's every part that had a collaboration between America and Europe, which they should have. United States and Europe, they should be close allies. I know there's a lot of people that are super patriotic, and I think everybody should be patriotic for their own country. Fuck, I know that in US having patriotism is like viewed as a negative thing. Here in Norway, we are patriotic as fuck. We love our country, even though we hate some things. We still love it. If you see a Norwegian do well, we cheer them, cherish them, we cheer them. We're so happy about things like Norway coming to the World Cup. They're so happy. Everybody's happy, even though they don't give a shit about football, anything like that. And you should be patriotic about your country. It shouldn't be viewed as a bad thing. But at the same time, we have had a long history that should be valued through the future, and everybody viewing each other in a negative way is just bad. Now, you shouldn't really ruin your own country on the behalf of another country, right? That makes sense. I think a lot of things make sense, but it's about, there's some things that shouldn't be said and some things that shouldn't be done that just makes it rough for everybody. The US said that they are removing troops and not spending money on the Europe anymore for military. That's why Germany is ramping up its own production. No, yeah, it's true. Yeah. Norway original Sea Kings. Most of the Vikings were. I mean, yeah. Anyways, we're moving on. Yeah, I think this point has kind of devalued, and it's not talking about. I'm not talking about Trump really now. In some way, I think Trump has had a massive impact on it. But if you look at the years, how much is like a lot of American businesses. How many businesses have kind of like moved away from American businesses nowadays? Like, it's just the market has shifted.
I'm gonna be kidnapped by masked men while I'm being a tourist in like Spain or some shit.
Also, another thing is that I saw somebody, what did you say earlier? I know, like 2026, Addy, you're coming to America. Yeah, I know. I have a lot of friends in America, and I would love to visit America. And I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about probably going 2026, 2027. But you know what I heard? In US, if you're European and you go to America, even as a country where I've heard it from my country as well, I have to give them my phone number, my phone, so they can go and scan everything, my phone, all my social medias. I need to tell them information about my relatives and shit like that. Like, this kind of background check is just not, that sounds so awful to me that I don't even want to step into the country. Only if you're using the no passport thing. I haven't heard that. That's what we are received on the news. Like, when I looked at the news, this is what the Norwegian news told me is the case. So if that is actually the fact, I don't want to visit the US. But if that's not the fact, if that's not the reality of it, and this is a lie, I would definitely visit because I love to go. And I'm not talking about going to one place in America. I would love to go to a lot of places. I want to take a whole month to be in America, like a whole month and go back home. Like that's what because I want to go visit a couple places and stuff like that. You are being misled, my dude, 100%. And you know what is the factor is, you remember what I told you about how the view of America is shifting and how we're trying to be less to go toward them, like work with them. The media is 100% on this board and they are lying to you in every way. But here's the thing, the media might tell me something now and I'll be, oh, that is bad. But if I was going to go to America, I would do my own research beforehand. I wouldn't just blindly trust what the media says. I would go for it. But if the factor of what I've been told now is a fact, that I would just not want to go. And I think these kind of things do matter for most Europeans that wouldn't take the step I'm doing, where they don't want to take the research. They hear this on the news and they just like, oh, okay, that sounds awful. I'm going to go somewhere else.
I didn't carry my passport with me because pickpocketing is a 6-figure salary in Spain and I don't want it stolen. I just think ICE is one of the most evil things this world has ever invented. Just randomly harassing people and being this brutal towards them. P.S. Who the fuck does Jeremy Renner think he is? He's literally only known for playing the lamest Avenger and he allegedly threatened to call ICE on his Chinese girlfriend. Also, there's this video with an ICE agent enjoying his day off, driving drunk as shit with his kids, and he gets arrested by black people and tries to go Hans Landa on the dude, trying to figure out what sort of a black he is exactly.
Don't want you to get hit. That's why I'm trying to do the exercise, that way we can move on. Are you Haitian? That's nothing to do with my wrist, buddy.
My question was, are you Haitian? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where he's from. Okay. Look, man.
Because Trump is so into insider trading and crashing the economy on a whim, just to tell then everyone buy the dip and then flex on how much money his friends made. A lot of people have been complaining that the American economy has not been doing so good. And this TikTok of now that Trump is president, we will be able to afford a house did not come into fruition. Along with massive public sector cuts because of fucking Elon Musk. Come into fruition. Along with
long live the real king. Has Trump seen this? I think, I don't know, like, is AI a mistake? The amount of videos, the amount of crazy AI videos
massive public sector cuts because of fucking Elon Musk. Oh my god, man, this world is a this world is a clown. It is a clown hole.
I feel like a lot of people are just brainwashed with all different ideas and listen to a lot of people, but a lot of people have no idea what's actually real. That is true. But when you have multiple politicians out there that are just do so many unexpected things, you don't even know anymore what to believe. And sometimes you just don't even have the time to invest in it to figure out what you want to, what the truth is, because it's filled with so many lies nowadays that whenever you take a look at it, you are always misinformed about the worst outcome. So you need to literally go out of your way to read documents on official sites to know what the fuck is happening. I just need to do like the rest of the world and get travel visa to US before you travel here. There's all you do. You can travel in US for 10 years, no issues. In 10 years, you can renew it for another 10-year automatically if you don't let it expire. Oh yeah, I'm not planning to move to America. I just want to visit a month to see friends and see stuff. That's pretty much it. And then probably most likely not come back. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I don't know. Like, as long as they don't do a crazy background check on me, like, it's not like I have something to hide, but like it's uncomfortable and weird. Like this is pretty much it. The travel visa, 90 days. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a long time. Position sucks in the US. All of them corrupt and all of them only want to make money. Not just Trump. Oh, definitely. Yeah, politicians everywhere just want to make money. Even here, everywhere, politicians are a scam, man. They just want to steal your money. I need to get a passport so I can visit Europe. Oh, you should. It's a lot of great places here.
A circus. Genuinely is a circus, man. I can't believe Big 25, right? We were supposed to have flying cars. What do we have? Putin, Netanyahu, Trump, and Elon, and AI slop. Oh. Don't forget Palantir. Bro, the co-founder is so funny because you could have any hobby in the world, right? Like, for example, me, I like playing PlayStation, right? And I like Souls-like games. Like, I like Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, right? I also like, you know, I don't know, working out and stuff, right? But I can't believe this dude's hobby is talking about the Antichrist, bro. Like, why couldn't you choose anything else as a hobby?
What the fuck?
Like traveling or something, right? But no, his hobby is giving lectures about the Antichrist. So many people have been fired from their careers they've built up for years. But then Donnie comes in. You can join ICE. ICE is the best organization there is.
Let's go.
Bro, I can't even watch UFC anymore. What the fuck is this bullshit, bro?
By the way, you will get a salary of $100,000.
Wow.
With a $50,000 signing bonus. What?
Really?
Are you out of your fucking
That's
mind?
a lot of money.
I've never even seen $100,000. And this motherfucker is giving this salary out to professional racist kidnappers. You're firing teachers and USAID
What? Gotta sign up, man.
saving lives to hire more people at ICE. Although it would be very hard to expect anything else
That's not
from a dude who
true.
was...
Bro, the amount of shit they say out there is just all lie. Just saying, I bet so. Dude, people, that's what I'm talking about. And I think we've gone through enough topics. Dude, we gotta, I think we've gone through enough topics where we already know that so many lies are being spewed out there. We're not firing teachers. There are teachers shorted. We don't have enough. We are doing that here, actually. We're shutting down schools.
Referred to as a loyal lapdog by Jeffrey Epstein. After a long day of blowing Bubba, being called a lapdog by evil kid rapists, you just gotta get it out your system and start arresting some mothers. Also, these agents are literally just some dudes. No special training or anything. They just give a dude a gun and tell them to arrest a Mexican. They're not even good at this shit because they keep detaining Americans. If I was in ICE, bro, I'm a professional. I can tell a Norwegian apart from a Swede. And
Good. Most people can't. We're so different. Fuck them.
I can even notice if they're around the area by the amount of snooze nearby. But this is just my hobby, you know? I don't ruin anyone's lives. Also, they just wear masks, have guns, and never show identification or any sort of warrant. They could just be some random dudes kidnapping you, and you would never know until you arrive at the destination in the van. And because ICE doesn't identify themselves, some people just started dressing up in masks and kidnapping people, pretending they are ICE. And they just get away with it. They come up to you, no documents, guns, put you in a van and take you away. Now, both Gestapo and ICE have their own camps where they concentrate a lot of people in it. ICE actually built one in Florida and called it Alligator Alcatraz.
You know Outlast? Y'all seen the game Outlast? Do you know about that game? It's about like an experimental place where they do a lot of bad stuff to individuals. I think that is gonna... I think US is gonna have a couple Outlasts out there. Did you play it yet? I played Outlast 1 and 2, but I've not played Trials. I saw some videos of it. Jesus Christ.
Where the detained people were packed wall-to-wall in cages, having 32 detainees per cage, and even lawmakers were not permitted to view the entire facility. More than 95% of the detainees were from Latin America. There were maggots in the food, and people had to dig the shit out of the toilets with their bare hands because of the lack of plumbing. And obviously, inhumane treatment and brutality at the camp was common. Not only that, but 1,800 people were detained here, and the whereabouts of about 2/3 of those people could not be determined by their family, lawyers, or journalists. Amnesty International called the facility a human rights disaster and launched a campaign to shut it down because of the unsanitary conditions, lack of medical care, and minimal access to lawyers, and the family not knowing where their fucking family were. Also, there were reports this concentration camp cost $450 million and got flooded in a day. Now,
Why do they have aluminium foil as like blankets? Why are they sleeping with aluminium foil?
This video devolved into comparing the aura of the Gestapo and ICE, but I can make this joke. Stalin was Georgian and we fought the Nazis, so I can make fun of the enemy. Also, I did get checked by the American Border Force too, so I can make fun of them as well. With that being said, comparing aura of the Gestapo and ICE is like comparing a nuclear bomb to a kid with bad lungs. which does usually happen to be ISIS targets. These dudes cover their faces because they are afraid to be cancelled online and be doxxed. What are you, bro? Dream? They are so proud of their jobs that they cover their faces. And if anybody got a problem with what I'm saying, my name is Willy Sagnol and I am the head coach of the Georgian football team. It's so amazing how technology has advanced so far, right? We all have phones, computers, debit cards, Ubers, and social media. With this AI company, Palantir, cooperating with ICE on locating and catching these people to deport them. You know, back then, the Gestapo had to keep tabs on all these unwanted people with lists and stuff, had to go through the trouble of locating them, but now there is no need because Palantir does all the work for them. They're even lazier than the Gestapo, man. I can't fucking believe this. I'm very interested in how Zoran will deal with ICE in New York because I don't think New Yorkers will take ICE lightly. I hate this shit and I don't want to see it around the world. It's just brutality based off race. It has nothing to do with being illegal or anything. And I don't want them to set the precedent for the entire world to start doing stuff like this. Because America, Russia, Israel are all about kidnapping people now. We talked about America this entire video. They're extremists protesting in Israel for the right to the people they kidnap, and Russia decided to go one level above everything and start kidnapping tens of thousands of kids and giving them away on a website where you can filter them by hair color, eye color, age, and behavior, with around 20,000 kids being abducted. One of the most famous Ukrainian bands, Dacha Bracha, made a music video too about the kidnapped Ukrainian children that have still yet to return to their homes. It's on the United 24 channel. You can check it out if you want. It's pretty sad, and I hope this worldwide bullshit ends for everyone. Thanks a lot for watching. Goodbye. Don't forget to click on the description link to get the special discount CyberGhost VPN is granting to my channel users. This application will protect your data while you browse and give you full access to all blocked content on the internet for only $2.03 a month. Totally risk-free, as you already know. So check it out. Link in the description.
How beautiful. Now the world now is weird, dude. It's scary. I mean, there's so much, you don't even know what to believe anymore. You don't know what to believe anymore. Like, the media is definitely lying a lot, but some of it is the truth. And it's hard to say, like, what is happening, what is not. Because, like, you keep seeing all of these, like, situations that are overblown so much. And some of them might even be, like, try to be brushed under the rugs itself and worse than they even seem. So you don't even know where to go anymore. Like, this shit is wild. Like, this shit is wild. Like, this world is wild. It's scary. It is scary. It is scary as fuck. I don't even know how the world's going to go later on. But, yeah, I don't know. I hope that ICE people are doing good. But clearly there has been a lot of errors. I don't know how, like, Americans view it or how things are going. But, yeah. He brought up some good points, but a lot of it is surface facts without digging in, which makes you think he didn't even do proper research. And that's the information he's seen, right? And I think probably that's the truth. That's probably a fact to it. But I hope this gives you an image, an idea of how somebody views it, right? And if somebody views it, there might be more people viewing it. And this might be the way media is presenting it. And if media keeps on presenting it this way, this is how most general audience that doesn't take the time to research enough will assume it is. In your own bubble, everything is true. Very true. That's right. This there isn't as much as ICE activity as the news would have you believe to. Is there not? So they're not going around taking people all the time. Deporting immigrants is making someone in the US money. All it is. I think that's the fact. That's probably true. They are all concentrated in a large cities and known neighborhoods. Interesting. Well, there you go. So they're not just like randomly hoodwinking people. They're kind of like a little bit more organized, which is not what the world thinks. Or actually America see. Like, if I go watch a streamer and they're talking about ICE, it kind of seems like they're just randomly going crazy places. But you tell me down below what you think. Like the video if you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Peace. Man, oh man. Holy. That was a crazy video. I didn't think we would yap so long with that video. I'll be honest with you. That was kind of insane. BB lurker out. True. Holy shit. No, I think the media definitely goes hard on these things, and they're misleading you a lot of way. If you read the headline, travel with visa waiver, you need to give like 5 years back social media info. If you're a visa waiver, you need visa waiver. Okay. Visa waiver is clearly a key term to check. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Let's see if I look it up. Travel from Norway to US. Need to give social media info. Yes, you likely need to provide social media information when traveling to US from Norway, especially if the visa waiver STA or applying for a visa is a recent US proposal aimed to make providing social media handle from the past 5 years mandatory and vetting. So I have to do that. The visa waiver program, yeah, so I have to do that, so I'm not fucking doing that. That sounds annoying. You see from CNN, US plans, like from CNN, US plan would require some visitor to provide social media information from the last 5 years. You just need a passport. So with a passport, you don't need to give that. It's a proposed idea. It's not approved yet. Well, again, well, you'll see what happens. Oh, so if I apply for a visa before I travel to US, you don't have to do that? Okay, so basically, as long as you have a passport. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, well, that's fine. That's normal. Like a lot of countries, like even now in UK, you have, like, if I travel to UK, I have to apply for a visa. That's just fine. That's not a big deal. Yeah, that's right. Well, that's not a big deal. Didn't they deny entry of a guy who had the JD Vance meme pic on his phone? Yeah, he was Norwegian as well, which is funny enough. I don't know if that is true. A lot of people saying not true, but it was in Norwegian news as well. And he was on the, like, he talked about it and he said it was basically true. So yeah. I don't understand why you could go even to a country without a visa. That doesn't even make sense. They do make you unlock your phone if you get searched. Well, that doesn't sound nice. They might check your phone on entry and stuff. So even with a visa, they would still check your phone. Yeah, that's literally any country though. No. Nobody's ever asked me ever to look at my phone. So they can, like, okay, verify, basically give us all his private shit. I don't think anybody has anything to do with somebody's involvement on their phone. Like anything on their phone, any private matter on their phone has nothing to do with a visa or the private information. Like it has nothing to do with that at all. They shouldn't really, that shouldn't even happen. That's crazy. They want your feet pics? That is nuts. My wife is Russian and been to the US 10 years. We were in Italy for 4 months ago and we were flying back to America. They stopped her and had to search and went through her phone. So it happened to her. That sucks. Looking for the recipe for wolf milk? I don't think you want to know that. I don't think you want to know that one. But it wasn't US, it was Germany police. Wait, what? German police checked their phone in US? What? I only ate ice cream for 3 days? Never again? That sounds like a stupid fucking idea. That is crazy. That is crazy. I don't know. Like, I don't like that. Like, those kind of ideas that can happen is crazy. Like, it just makes people not want to go. It's weird. You know what global entry program is? Probably not by name. No, I don't know what this is. Global entry is U.S. Custom Borders trusted traveler program that allows expedition clearance to pre-approved low risk travel. Okay, so you can apply it before. Okay. I'm just gonna give him my Facebook, nothing else. I haven't used that in 10 years. I don't use social media beside TikTok. I mean, TikTok is not even social media. I don't know if it is or not, but I don't really use social media. I have nothing, but I don't want them to go through my photos. That's weird. I feel like if I were gonna go to US, I'd need to remove all my photos and back them up. Like, that's what I feel like. And they're definitely not gonna go through my notes. Like you know what? I think the only way you go to US is you get a new phone. Bring a fake phone. Yeah, just bring your work phone, or like whatever. Bring a different phone. That's probably the best thing. Like, I think that's what I would do. Just bring another phone. Just bring another phone so I don't have to deal with this burner. A burner? Yeah, I don't know. Like, a lot of people have extra phones, so like, why not? Like, if you work, you usually have 2 phones anyways. If you travel to China, they might also check your phone and all the electronics. Is that true? I don't know. It didn't happen in Japan, that's for sure. Maybe it happens in China, I'm not sure. But anyways, I think that for now, like, if it comes to countries like that, I would just like get another phone or use another phone. And some people don't understand why they get the interrogated or stuff like that, just not knowing the details. Most of the time it's stupid as well. I didn't get my phone checked when I went to China. Maybe just some random. It can happen to some random people itself. But yeah. Oh, anyways, guys, I gotta go get some food. I appreciate y'all hanging out and watching. There was some good yaps, good videos. I will probably most likely be live again on Saturday. I gotta go. I have a lot of things coming up tomorrow and on Friday. I won't even be home tomorrow and Friday. So appreciate y'all hanging out. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the evening, morning, and afternoon. Thank you for the talk. I gotta go eat some. I'm hungry as fuck. I'm gonna be real. I'm hungry as fuck, dude. I'm so hungry. So they're part of random screening of the airport. Doesn't every country does it? Does it? I don't know. I've never experienced it in my life. I don't know. I just never experienced it in my life, and I travel a lot, so it's just weird. Go get food, okay? Yeah, I already have like Tex-Mex ready, so I'm just gonna make some wraps. Already ready. Get some wraps and do some shit. But yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging out. Hope you guys enjoy your time. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you around. Make sure to join the Discord if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys probably on Saturday. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.